All right, everybody. Who's ready for some racing? It is day one of our smuggler class time trials. Make sure I pressed my live button. I did, and I hear myself. That's weird. Oh, that's why. Okay. All right. Howdy, everybody. I think we're ready to get off to the races here. So, we have been waiting for this for a hot minute, but if the time has finally come to do our Smuggler's Gulch time trial. And so whoever is ready to start, the way this is going to work is I have the Discord chat open right now in the game chat. If somebody's ready to race, you can race now. Hello, Zen Warrior. If you're ready to race now, you can pop into the game chat and you can start your laps. The way this will work is everyone gets 5 laps to race on Smuggler's Gulch, and which I guess I could have had a screenshot open of Smuggler's Gulch. You are live. I am indeed live. And everyone will get 1 shot to race 5 laps. We'll record the times. I have a timer app here, which you can actually see is opening. Let me make sure you can see this. Is that popping up? Yeah, it's popping up. Okay. Oh, it's under my camera. Let me move it out from under my camera. Hang on. How do I grab this thing? We'll have a timer here. Here we go. No, it's not under my camera. And I will record the laps as you'll screen share in Discord, and I will record the laps, and then we will add it to our little spreadsheet of all the lap times, and that's sort of the 1 shot you get. So if you want to race, be sure to load up. So preload the map in Discord. I have the links and everything in the in Discord. You guys are probably already all familiar with where the track is at and stuff like that. But the link is also in the description below as the collection to the full map and the racers. When water comes out, will we do water races? Yes, definitely. Yeah, so have the map already loaded and ready to go in your game, and load up your racer. It can kind of take a minute to load up all the checkpoints and everything like that. Then once you have that ready to go, whoever's ready to race, just pop into that voice chat and we will start racing. Otherwise, while we're waiting for people to pop in and race, we're going to be doing like some spec race building here, just building out this class a little bit more. But the obviously the main priority here is to get people in the Gulch and racing. And then you'll screen share in Discord here, and I'll record it through OBS, and we'll also time it live, and then I'll have the recording. So any close laps, I will go back through the recordings and time them actually in like the video software, go from frame to frame and figure out who our official winners are. We also have already going on voting. So in the Discord here, there is a poll to vote for the best smugglers, and this poll will be open until the start of the stream tomorrow. And so I'll have the standings of who is where, and then we'll kind of do like a lightning round poll during the stream to decide the final based on the top 2 winners from these polls. The reason we had to do that is the poll apps actually have limitations of how many racers we can have, and you guys submitted so many racers that we exceeded the limits of every single poll app. So we had to split it into 2 packs, and I noticed that there's 19 of you that voted for the first pack and only 14 voted for the second pack. So just keep in mind to scroll down. There is two packs of racers, and the top 2 will advance, and we'll vote for it. We'll open a poll up at the start of the stream tomorrow, and then we'll have our winner, and this is for our Greeble challenge. Yes, so that is that. So with that said, if anybody is ready to race, now is the time. We have a spot open here in the game chat. You can pop into the game chat here, and we can start racing. Otherwise, we are going to be building. Hello, Wolf Knight. Welcome in. I guess I could run a demo lap to show just for funsies while we're waiting for people to hop in here. See if I have one that's not littered with crap. Oh, and also be sure to turn off your damage, because you don't need to race with damage on. You're going to be probably crashing enough anyway. Don't need to be having your grid also disappear. We have way too many DNFs. And this is a good example of why it's good to have your track preloaded, because you can kind of see as you fly around here, there's when you're first loading in, this game will kind of freeze like this because it's kind of loading all the checkpoints and everything. Hey, Ire. If anybody wants to race, we're ready to race. So hop into that Discord chat. Not everybody rush now. And we'll see how many people can't use a computer at the moment, so you'll watch for now. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I wasn't sure how many racers total we'd have racing. I know a lot of people want to build versus racing, which that's groovy too. That's why we have half the awards being build awards. Yeah, so be sure to turn off your distractions. Turn this down a jiffy here. Game audio seems loud. Even though the sound effects are 20, why does it seem so loud? I guess my computer's just turned up or something. Build a vehicle that can fly, swim, and walk, and then call it the Duck. The ads are back. Yes, the ads are back. You'll be looking. So, sadly, can't race. Too late for you. All right, fair enough. We got tomorrow. That's why I did 2 times. Figure some would work for everybody. Sometimes it would work for some, not for others. Check my graphic settings here. I think it looks like I'm on medium. Running high definitely drops the frame rates a little bit on these maps. So yeah, when you spawn in, you can run a warm-up lap. I mean, I imagine some people will be warming up a bunch before they even come in anyway. But you can run a warm-up lap just to get the hang of things. And then once we come around again, 5-second penalty if you miss the gate and don't leave the racing line. This is why you do warm-up laps. And I'm excited in the downtime to build out the spec race course, because that one's going to be a lot of fun, even for smugglers. Might help us center my camera. All right, then as you just kind of decide, like if you're doing your warm-up lap and you're like, all right, I'm ready to race, start timing next time I cross the finish line kind of thing, then I'll just be ready with the timer. You don't have to worry about timing it. I'll time everything. And then I will time it from here, and then as soon as you cross that start finish line, I will start the timer. It's really hard for me to start the timer in a race. If you hit the chicane immediately like that, I am allowing you to do like a reset. So if you hit the chicane as soon as you start the lap time, you can take a reset, and the reset is just you start on the start finish line. You start from a standing stop, kind of like a penalty in a way. So if you mess up immediately just on that very first initial start, there is a standing restart you can do, but that's the only time you can do that. Otherwise, your time will be your time. And the clock will just be ticking like this. And you'll run 5 laps, and I'll obviously track your laps also. So just focus on your racing. Don't worry about anything else. Just be as fast and clean as possible. Don't make any mistakes. And then as you cross the line here, I can press my button again on my split app, and it will do a split time like that. My button is the caps locks to hit that. It's rather hard to hit that and race. A lot of times if I'm racing by myself, I'll press it on like an easier gate and use that as my start finish, just for the sake of not messing up the chicane, because I have to press like 4 buttons to get to the chicane anyway, so then pressing caps locks on top of that is rather difficult. Which is why I cannot wait to be able to mod in actual race timers to this game. Zoom! Exactly. We've already got some early leaders in our little polling as well for our Greeble award. There we go. I was able to hit caps lock successfully that time. "53-second lap though, that's not good enough." So something else that's fun that I want to start doing once we have a couple more courses is I actually would like to start leaning into the fact of it being a league. So I'd actually like to do, and I'll have more sussed out exact details of this, but actually do like leagues where they actually last for like a 3-month season or something like that. So when we do these like time trial events, like as we have more courses and stuff, we'll do more of these time trial events. And oops, forgot to hit my caps locks. And since we don't have multiplayer, we'll just keep doing the trials. And the way the seasons will be 3 months. So then if after the 3 months we have multiplayer for whatever reason, we can switch to like a multiplayer format. But basically, we'll do all of our times, and the like top 10 times like get like season points, kind of similar to like how racing is in real life. So like if it takes the top 10, whoever got the best time, they get 10 points. Whoever got the second best time gets 9 points, so on and so forth. Then whoever got 10th gets they get 1 point. And so you track like the points through the whole season, and then at the end of the season you have a season winner just from the points, or some sort of like championship sort of like race thing to figure out like the true winner. But that way you can have like sort of continuing points rolling through the season and like various events, and like, you know, if you can't like make all the events, it's okay. You just, you know, you might not get as many points, but I'm sure not everybody will make every event. But it'd just be a really fun way to have the have it be like a true league with like real seasons and stuff, and then we can sort of stack the prizes on top of each other. So the season prize would be like a really good prize, and still have, you know, like you could still have some little rewards and stuff for the winners of each week and things, like, you know, still winning 1 week, being the top in one of the weeks is still like a big deal. Just like if you were to win a race in real life, like winning one race in the middle of a season is a pretty big deal. And then boom, and that's your 5 laps. So that was, all those laps were not great. Last one wasn't horrible, 46. The 47 lap one, I forgot to hit my timer, so it probably was a little faster, but that also means that the lap after that was bad. But yeah, so then we'll take those times. So you see all the individual lap times and the total time, and I will punch those into our little document here, and we'll have everybody's times recorded in here. And then from that, I'll review the recordings of all the best times and just verify that the recordings are all accurate, and make sure that, you know, the most precise one won. So if there's like a timing issue here when I'm doing it casually, I can make sure it's corrected when I like actually review it and have an official time. But yeah, that's that. Who wants to go first? Don't everybody line up at once now. Yeah, in the meantime, let's mess around with this. Oh, and I think on the timer app, I can clear this every time. Should be able to open 5 lap. Yeah, it fixes it. Move it over here, a little more out of the way. All right, so this is sort of fun what we're working over here. This is sort of the next tier of racing. I kind of showed this in the last stream, but essentially what I'm trying to do is design a really compact course. Like here's this little plateau area here, and it would be like a really small course. It'd be more gates than this. It'd be like a full like road course, kind of like with racing. But if it could fit in a really small area, and what that lets us do is it actually lets us decorate it better. It puts in more buildings. It ensures you're not just like flying at max speed the whole time. It overall should just be a lot more dynamic in terms of there's more errors, like more braking, like accelerating means something. It's not just like flying through a few checkpoints at top speed. Like the Smuggler's Gulch, you're at top speed for most of the checkpoints. It'd be nice to try a smaller one, and then we can add like buildings and stuff in here. So I'm trying to just figure out what I was trying to figure out was the weights for all these things. So this is just throwing blocks on just to get weights up. So this is a build. In this class, everybody would have the same thruster layouts. It would be just one layout. So it's not like the Smuggler where you can kind of choose where to put your thrusters. The spec race would be everyone has the same thrusters, then we're just greebling differently. But this course will also work for the Smugglers as well. So as we'd have like if our first race season is the Smuggler season, then as we have these courses, and the courses might be designed for specific types of ships, they'll still work for the Smugglers, so we can race our Smugglers in these as well. So just kind of having multiple courses just enables us to have a variety for whatever the racing class. Like I don't think that the spec race class thing would work. I don't think it'd be too suitable for Smuggler's Gulch, because I think we'd be just flying at max speed the entire time with like these smaller builds. But it certainly plays well for courses that are more designed for that type of racing. I had a few like configurations I was playing with. I was kind of trying to see if I could figure out a way to not have to rely on having the smaller thrusters, just because Sometimes aesthetically, it's nice just to have it limited to big ones, but doing that made the builds quite a bit bigger, and I couldn't really get like a small, compact build in that regard. So I was kind of leaning on the small thrusters. Like here's the one that has all of them. This one's already at 15,000 pounds, and it's fixed here. Let's see. Let me move this down here as people hop in. I don't have the Discord on streamer mode because oh, this is cool. Wolf Knights shared a ship here. We made a version of my SE1 ship, and SE2 still needs a fighter cockpit that will come on a future update for SE2. Nice. It's a cool little one. Looks like it could even, oh, I was gonna say it looks like it could even be a fighter. Then sure enough, there's little guns in the front of it. Nice, Wolf. Looking good. Yeah, I kept it off streamer mode so that way people hop in, I can see the names and stuff. Otherwise, people join and I can't tell. I can't read their names. Plus, that way I can get notified if people are hopping in there and stuff. So this was a bigger one, bigger proof of concept that only used the medium thrusters, and as you can see, it kind of gets it bigger. And also, there's sort of a balance to be had when you're building racers. Oh, let me turn on. I have destructions on. Good thing I didn't crash last time. There's like a balance to be had with when you're making race classes like this here, this configuration with these two 5-meter thrusters. You get to top speed like pretty much instantly. And that's not like super interesting from racing. Like if it's that easy to get to top speed, it's, I don't know. I mean, it can depend on what the racetrack is. Like if this is pretty short and you're hitting it and braking, it's one thing, but you'd really just be sort of flinging from one obstacle to the next, which maybe isn't like the worst thing, but it certainly doesn't, it just feels weird. Feels almost more like slot car racing. Like if you ever seen like slot cars, they like accelerate super fast because they're just like little lightweight electric vehicles. So having too much thrust, it kind of feels more like slot car racing and not like realistic proportional size racing. Like you would be so fatigued as a pilot if you were in this and accelerating this hard. You'd like need to like do so many exercise things just to like be able to withstand these G-forces. Ooh, especially if you do that. So it can definitely get too big, and granted this does not have like armor on it. Like if I were to throw a bunch of armor on this to figure out if this weight would work. Plus this gets pretty close to the size to our Renegade classes too. Why can't I stop? Oh, I have a power issue. There's not enough power on this grid. Actually, it should. Just restart it. There we go. Sometimes your thrusters might not work, and you actually do just have to turn the grid off and turn it back on again, and that will fix some power issues sometimes. Believe it or not, turning it off and turning it back on again also works in this game. Or as Blunt was experimenting around earlier with a build, and he was having issues with some of his thrusters not working, and he had to just take the thrusters off and put it back on again. So sometimes you gotta turn it off and turn it back on again, or unplug it and plug it back in, and that'll get it working again. So let's say we were to just add a bunch of blocks of this thing just to stack it up with the weight, just to see how it feels at weight. Because right now it's just a frame. We will not be racing just a frame. We like our greebs. Like our greebles. So we'll just box it up. Arbitrary weight. All right, that's a lot of weight. So now it's at 32,000. Oh, maybe there is just a battery power issue. All right, thruster. Left thruster's not firing. Let's just throw on another battery. Oh, probably because now my vertical thrust is being more exerted. Let's throw on some batteries here. Add heavy armor for a test. Yeah, I just the reason I don't add heavy armor is because I want to see like the actual size it gets to in terms of like if you're like greebling with light armor, like how big can it get. But yeah, heavy armor is definitely good for getting weight on a little faster, no doubt. So here's a little, because it would be nice, it would be kind of cool if it was just like all the medium thrusters and stuff. Whoa, a little boatier now. Now it just feels like a boat. This is just a boat now. Of course, we more than doubled the weight. Definitely helps tame the acceleration a little bit. Whoa, daddy. Yeah, this might be a little too boaty, I think. So to get to the point where basically the threshold we're testing here is how much weight does it need to make the rear thrusters not feel like a slot car, and then what's the impact on the rest of the thrusters with that weight. And in this case, to get it to heavy enough to where the rear thrusters don't feel like a slot car, the rest of the build feels like a boat, which also isn't really what we're going for with races either. Yeah, reactor for power and weight. Yeah, if we have one thing with the reactors is the reactors are huge, so useful for just putting weight on, but if we're trying to have a class we got to greeble around, the reactors are more suitable for a larger build until we get smaller reactors. I'm wondering if we get smaller reactors like we had in SU1. I'm sure we will eventually. I kind of just assume that we'll mostly have similar sizes of some of the blocks that SU1 had. But in time, they're still cooking. Still cooking. Or maybe not. Maybe there's a small reactor. Maybe small reactors were OP. Who knows? Where is the water? Wait, it's a flying boat. Where we go, we don't need water. Yeah. The water's in the air. Gotta turn off the little chat ding also. Streamlabs really just kind of, they really kind of throw a bunch of default stuff on you when you install it. Haven't really had a proper run through of all my configurations. Iris community, they've been working on on some Star Wars builds. He just did a stream showing off. Actually, he did a stream right before our last stream showing off his community builds. People are remaking some of the Star Wars ships. Doing a good job. Some of them look really good. Let's see. What was the difference between these two configurations? Same rear, a little less on the side. One vertical. How many verticals does this one have? One vertical. So this looks like just a slightly different modification of our other one. Probably weighs more. 15,000. Does weigh a little more. How does this one feel? The great shape on this one. Even from this view. No comment. Yeah, this one does not have the side thrust. I think that's why the latest iteration had more side thrust. Yeah, this one's really drifty. Yeah, it can't be too drifty. I think the most recent iteration is the best iteration. Boy, look at this thing drift. Man, yeah, not enough side thrust at all. Drifty boy. Ouch. Okay, come on, quit drifting. I just want to land this. Everyone knows my feelings on drifty builds. I like my balanced builds. What was this version? This was a version that had hydrogen in the back. So just hydrogen in the rear. Atmo everywhere else. And when you do stuff like hybrid builds like this, it allows you to kind of mess around with, is my guy following me? Like, damn, I thought I just saw my guy go whipping around me. Yeah, he's down there. What the heck? Why is my guy dampened to this build? See him over there. When you have a mixed build, it sort of lets you, like, if you wanted to, like, set up mods on just one of the thrusters. So, like Eternal Flame's been working, he was working on a mod for the thrusters to consume more hydrogen, and he was doing that specifically to set up like a booster. So if we wanted to have like an Atmo class, but you could strap on like one hydrogen booster, he was setting up a booster to where it consumed more hydrogen, because hydrogen right now is extremely efficient. Like you need to have them consume more fuel in order to like make it feel more like a temporary booster, not just like a permanent feature on your ship. But regardless, even if it was a feature of the ship like this, where we have have it as just one type. You can make modifications to the block if we wanted to have it say consume more fuel or something like that. So this is like a hybrid class, which actually also feels pretty good. This one's got 4 vertical thrusters, which I don't think it needs. Almost becomes, but man, you can really whip around with those 4 vertical thrusters and really hit these corners. Almost too good. Ding. Yeah, somebody made a comment, the big chicanes, because they're hollow on the Smuggler's Gulch, they make a really nice dong sound when you run into them because they're just so hollow. See, I think between all these, I think either this most recent one of just all Atmos or this like hydrogen build are sort of the 2 top contenders. Granted, this hydrogen one does not have its greeble yet. We could throw some greeble on it just to figure out again our weights. And it's really long, but obviously when you're actually making it, you can make it much more compact than this. This was just throwing a frame together just to figure out what the configuration is going to be. Where are my racers at, guys? Let's see, turn on symmetry here. Let's just lock it up. All right, how much weight is that? All right, up to 30,000. So now when we're into this size, we're basically just making a spec smuggler at this point. So really feel the lack of acceleration when there's more weight now. Yeah, it really sucks at accelerating. This weight class would almost need the next size up of thrusters. Room for it? Do. Slap these guys. Is this the bigger one? No, these ones. Slap those bad boys on there. Oh my goodness. That's too that is too much tuna. The braking now is what's lacking. What do we have for brake power on this one? Stop spinning here. We just have 1 thruster in the front. Oh, well, that just wouldn't do. Not with that much thrust in the back. We would need a second one of these guys up here. Well, that just isn't gonna do. All right, doubled our brake force. Oh boy. Thank goodness for disabling destructions, or else designing these would be quite the grind. Not to mention cleanup would just be a nightmare. Have to use the entities list in the debug to clean up everything. So if you keep it under control and don't just whiskey throttle everywhere, a little more manageable, but I still don't, it doesn't quite go for the feel I'm going for. And we're just getting up to the weight class of the smugglers, and I'd like it if we're going to have a spec race for it to be a distinct size, because the smuggler class will already, we have that size and we're going to have a bunch of courses. There's going to be ideal build types for the courses, like a build like the Kestrel won't fare well on a course like this, like as opposed to more balanced builds. So like every smuggler will probably have a different advantage on different courses. Also, I need just to turn on infinite energy so that way I don't have to keep listening to O2 generators go off all the time. See, I think this seems to be the best form factor. It just feels the most like what I'm going towards. Are they? I feel like the ads are like just spamming right now. Does it seem like that's the case? It's not supposed to do that. The ads don't seem to listen to whatever settings I set in the back end. It doesn't seem to listen. I turn them off and they're on, and I turn them to low, and it seems like they're not low frequency. I mean, a guy's got to make his nickel somehow, but damn. Yeah, this one just feels like what I'm going for the most with a small track. And it'd be fun to see what kind of cute little builds everyone can make. Also, if you're just tuning in for the first time, there's a link below to the Discord. You can find all the information for our race league in there. Looking for time trialers at the moment. As soon as you want to race, pop over into the voice chat of the Discord, and we'll record your race. So far, if literally anybody just gets in there and does a lap, you'll be our event leader. Okay, I think I'll proceed with this form factor. It sort of has what I'm looking for. And then what I'm curious about now, if this is the form factor we like, how much can we press the weight on this before it loses its flavor? Also, I'm really curious to know, because I don't know it off the top of my head. So there's now a SE2 wiki, which shows weights and stuff. I'm curious to compare the cockpit to the control seat. Here we go. Cockpit weighs 637 kilograms. Interesting. I think the control seat's much heavier. The control seat does not have a weight. But anecdotally, I know that I can take it off of my Renegade and it adds about 1,000. I think the control seat is like 1,000 kilograms. So right now it's 9,600 kilograms. It's at a control seat. 10,600 kilograms. Yeah. So that's about 1,000 kilograms, which is crazy that the cockpit is lighter than the control seat. I mean, the control seat's big, I guess. It is a little bigger than the cockpit, but it's got like windows and stuff. It just seems like the control seat should be lighter than the cockpit, because the cockpit's got like glass and armor and stuff. I mean, I guess there's like more screens and things. I don't know. Just something to know if you're building and looking to shed weight. If you built a cockpit, it might be a little heavy. I'm wondering if with a small class, if it's even suitable to use a control seat. I don't even know if your whole build would just pretty much be a cockpit. just a control seat surrounded by all your thrusters. So let's max this out a little bit here. Let's throw on some weight to this. Just to get an idea of how much we can get away with greebling. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. If it's a light vehicle, if it's a light ship, it's a light ship. You know, it's not much to greeble. It's all right. 15,000. Good. I wanted to test 15,000, so right at about that level. Can you do more races that aren't at nighttime? I can't use PC at 7 p.m. I can only do in the daytime starting at 9:30 a.m. I won't sleep if I do SE2 at night, so I have to limit on my PC. Yeah, the time tomorrow, so if you look at the scheduled streams, there's one tomorrow. It's in let's see, I don't know what time zone you're in. It's in like 17 hours is when it's at from now. So that one you should be able to let me know if that's a good time, if you can make it to that one. I'm not sure where you're out of. But yes, yeah, there'll be multiple times for sure. So it still races okay at 15,000 kilograms. It doesn't have the get up it has, obviously. You lose a little bit of get up. So I'm wondering if landing at an in-between works. Regardless, I think we found the form factor more or less. We can dial it in a little bit more. But now that we have the form factor, let's actually get into laying out the course a little bit better than what we have now. It's probably the hardest part about doing a lot of events is just figuring out the times that work for all the different time zones, because got people from everywhere. I know, like, when I'm looking at my my like YouTube analytics, the most active times are like way early in the morning my time, starting at like 3 in the morning is like the most active times for my users or like my watchers. So because I know there's obviously it's a European development house, so I think there's a pretty big following for this game in Europe. All right, so we want these to be more gates, not necessarily just these poles. The poles were just to lay out generally where we're going to race, but I'm not locked into this as a race line or anything. But we'll have this one be our start-finish line. Let's just take, see, it's white at the top. Let's take the bottom red here, copy that. Won't design it. The other gates I designed were a little, they had a bunch of lights on them, so they were a little PCU heavy. So I'm going to design these to not be PCU heavy. How does it feel? Stick this over here just so I have something to copy and paste really easily. It's nice to just have an extra lane around. Sometimes you need to like copy the other end. Like now I want to copy it from this end. Paste this up here. Get it going like that. All right. Is it in the ground? Looks like it. Okay, is that big enough for our gate? Not locked in with gates. Can change it later, but I know the first gate I made made it, and I think I sized it up one time. Like the gates that are on Smuggler's Gulch, they used to be a quarter of that size. They used to not be as big as they are now. They used to be a quarter of the size. And they just felt a little too small. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that matching white to white up there. Hey, thanks for the subscription, Raka. Appreciate you. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of this. It's going to make it taller than it is wider, though, which feels funny. I'm going to chop off this little bit here. Wink. Take this guy, paste it here, and then whatever this ends up being, that's just going to be what the gate is. Let's chop this top off. Copy that. I'm usually pretty loosey-goosey with placing gates at first. I just want to get gates down because I'll dial in the racing line as the course develops. As you guys know from the first iterations of Smuggler's Gulch, we made some improvements. And if you're tuning in and ready to race on the time trials, we ready to switch over to watch you do your time trials whenever you are ready to hop in the Discord chat. Okay. So the way I'm going to kind of lay this out is sort of just what feels good. I'm sure I got this copied from the bottom here, because wherever you copy your grid from is where it's going to paste from. It'll be 3 a.m. for me. Sounds good. I shall prep a racer tomorrow. Dang, the one tomorrow is going to be 3 a.m. for you? Are you up at 3 a.m.? Could always catch the tail end of the stream. I got to figure out everyone's time zone so I can figure out the optimal time that is, or at least 2 times that are not missing any zones, which I thought I kind of did, but maybe there's a gap. All right, so this is kind of our, I don't know if it's necessarily going to be our official start finish. Wait, PM. Oh, okay, 3 p.m. Okay, I was going to say, I was like, wait a minute, but if it's late now, how is that? How is it? I was a little confused on that one. All right, let's put one over here. Let's see. 3 p.m. Yeah, that's much better. Here's my alignment here. So it doesn't really let you paste like grids into the voxel very well. So you have to kind of like put down sort of like a placer, and then it lets you place your spot a little easier. Plus, then you know it's gravity aligned. If you're just placing it freely, it potentially could place not aligned to gravity, so your gate will go crooked. See how that feels. We'll anchor these down more later, because when you're making these tracks and saving the worlds, if you don't have multiple points of contacts with these gates, they'll fall down when somebody loads into it on their end. Okay. Got that there. Let's maybe just have it sort of turn up this way. Face the gate so I can line it up. Change alignment to gravity. Place it here. Come on. Be good, be good. Okay, so you'll hit this gate. Loop through here. Oh, we got a racer?
We got a racer.
We got a racer. Let's go. What's up, Arcana?
How you doing, man?
I am doing good. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. Just chilling.
All right.
So
oh, you're doing this is the something boat, I think it's called, right?
this is the skid boat.
Skid boat. Yeah, this is the big cockpit one.
Yep. After practicing Smuggler's Gulch here just moments ago,
Nice.
I realised it's not really the best fit for this kind of thing. I found your description of a shuttle was much more fitting.
Just gave me shuttle vibes.
Yeah.
Also gives boat vibes though, so.
Yeah, I think I need to change the name to Drift Boat because the lateral thrust is really lacking.
I was really curious if that one was going to float when we get water. You might just be able to plop that right in and it might start floating.
Yeah.
Just keep that back door closed.
That would be fun. Yeah. But yeah, all right. Well, I'll give this one a little lap submission. Are we doing 1 lap? 5 laps?
5 laps. So first, let's just make sure. What is that? Is that a huge rock behind you? What the? In the course? What is that rock?
Oh. I don't know. It wasn't there moments ago, honestly.
Is that there for everybody else? Maybe I'm just not used to being so low and looking back or something.
No, this. I was just flying this. That was not there.
I guess it is kind of low. Maybe it's just because it was I don't know.
I honestly don't remember that being there. I was just doing laps around this track. Like that was not there.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. So what we'll do first is just verify that the build's compliant. So if you want to just copy and paste it to make sure the weight gets updated, and then we'll just make sure all the components, the max components, are on there. And then yeah, you can run a couple more warm laps if you want after we do that, just to make sure you're warm again, and then you can get a running start. So yeah, if you want to run a couple laps and you're like, all right, this is going to be the one, start it when I cross the finish line again, then we'll start it then. So yeah, pop into your control panel here. So just select all of the the 1 meter thrusters. All right, that's good. Cool. Select all your 2 meters. Looks like 8, and then batteries. Is there 5 batteries? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Got a cargo, and then the gyroscopes. Just select them all again. Oh, you got room to give them gyroscopes. Add more.
Yeah, no, I should honestly.
Add them right now. Just kidding.
Could.
You can if you want to. It doesn't matter. You got what is it? 25? Should know.
Yeah. But I'll just chuck another 6 on or something.
Random generated rocks. I noticed the rocks on the canyon walls change also. Interesting. It's a bit of a wild card. You wouldn't think it would for worlds. It would just change or whatever. Why is your ship rolling?
Yeah.
Your ship's starting to roll.
I don't know. I think it was just like my weird placement in it.
Oh, yeah, because you probably were on an axis that didn't have thrust or something.
Yeah, either way.
So you had, what, 16 before?
16 plus 6, 5. Go 21.
All right.
Just double check that if you like.
Should be good.
21.
All right. So yeah, you can hit your warm-up laps if you want to take some warm-up laps unless you're just ready to go for it.
Yeah, let's just go for it.
All right, so as soon as you cross the line, that'll be the start of the time, and then you got 5 laps. I'll worry about the time, so you just focus on your racing. Got my recording going.
Better close the door. All right, vámonos.
Here we go. Away. Timer's
like I was
going.
saying, I need to change the name to Driftboat because it is not real good. You know what? Not the worst tumble. Oh, bro.
I'll mute the mic.
The rules.
Oops,
you gotta go through it.
Yeah, I'll mute the Discord mic while he's racing here so I can. Oh, it's a 5-second penalty if you want to just skip it. So if you like miss it, you can keep going and just take the 5 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll take 5 seconds. I swear I was just practicing.
Yeah, as long as you stay in like you're not trying to leave the racing line, then you're fine. So
yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like I was saying, this thing is not for this. And I honestly cannot even take this at full speed.
Left one down.
But hey. Bit of comedy. Give people a low bar to improve upon. Bro, just stop drifting. Like, I'm just gonna have to take 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I need to change the name to Driftboat because it's just hideous. You've literally just got to go through the checkpoint sideways.
It's a vibe. Oh no, and you went in front of it too. Got dumped in front of it. Oh no, you got through it. Okay, I was gonna say it sucks. I thought you were gonna make it through on that time.
Yeah, not quite. I do have another racer that I've been working on that I've spawned in here, but I didn't get it finished in time for your collection stream.
Bunk.
Oh man. Where am I? See if we can get one clean lap, eh?
Depends what you mean by clean, I guess.
Yeah.
Penalty free. There you go. Oh, it was looking good too.
I did pull a clean one just before. It was actually nice. Well,
right, lap 4.
Wanted to race my own build. It really wasn't. It was all about the cockpit, honestly. That's where it started.
Sometimes you make a good cockpit and you're like, how can I build around this?
Yeah, legit. I was like, I want to have it so you can go in there. That's why all the walls are just like half blocks.
Drift. Ah.
It's just not happening.
You're going to get it right here. You're going to nail it.
Kinda.
Oh, we didn't crash.
Kinda.
Coming up to your final lap here. Make it a good one. Oh.
Okay, let's do a standing lap.
Ooh. Went over.
Yep. 5-second penalty. Fair are the rules.
The sounds in this game when you hit stuff are crazy. Oh,
come on. Like, how am I capable?
Went ahead of it.
How?
This is a 3 penalty lap. Just 15 seconds of penalties. Just make it through the final gate. All right. 6:19. The best lap time, even with penalties, looks like it's lap 2. With the 5-second penalty, it's 1:15. No, sorry, you got 1:14 on lap 4 with the 1 penalty. All right, let me enter all these times here now. Arcana 6. I'll put down what the build was too. You were in the what was your build called again?
Skid boat.
Skid boat. Blame the unlucky boulder, says Blunt. Yeah, so Wolf Knights says maybe think of them as boulders that break off from the canyon cliffs, which is definitely what they're just going to be. All right, so lap 1 was 1 penalty, so 1:25:40. Lap 2 was 1 penalty, so 1:15:66. Lap 3, no penalties on lap 3. 1:19:54. Lap 4 was 1:09 with 1 penalty, so 1:14:43. And lap 5, the 3 penalties, so 15. 1.
That's gracious.
Math. 1:34.
So next time,
53.
I'll be racing this bad boy.
With the total time. Oops.
If I could race.
Total time with the penalties, 7:05:36. Yeah, let's see what you're cooking here. What do you got for next time? Because we'll do more time trials, so we'll do these quite a bit.
Yeah.
So this looks more like a racer. What you're cooking here, though.
Yeah. So this is what I'm calling the Diagon. Come now.
You should have just raced with this one.
Yeah, I didn't have it entered into the collection, so I was like,
Oh, it doesn't have to be. You can race whatever you want.
Yeah. Oh well. Next time I'll get this thing tuned. It's about the same weight, just
little better thruster configurations.
Though. Yeah, yeah. So it's got the 6 1 meter, 1 5 meter facing back. It's got the 2.
See, Ruckus says, I think that making the courses longer might help with the dropping too low problem. What do you mean with the dropping too low problem exactly there, Raka? Yeah, this one. You should just race with this one. Probably could have shaved
this will be the guy
2 minutes off your time.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, the plan is, so once they get the next course done, we'll schedule another time trial for that race. We'll have some people testing it. I'll get it up there. People will test it again. Let me know if there's any corners that are really bad. So Rock says, I noticed you prefer angling your craft down towards the ground when you maneuver. You talking for me? So this is Arcana racing right now, and that was just maybe his boat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got no down thrust, so it doesn't go down, like with dampeners on.
Oh yeah. Oh, it doesn't have any. Oh, I didn't realize it didn't have any down thrust on it. Yeah, because there's that weird bug. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because typically it's going low isn't an issue for things otherwise. But yeah, there's a weird bug where if you have dampeners on and you have no downwards thrust, then even with your vertical thrusters not firing, the ship will raise in altitude.
Yeah, I find the inertia just doesn't quite make sense yet. But yeah, I'll definitely be racing with this guy next time.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like a much better one. Nice. Well, with the penalties. It's the time to beat right now is 7:05 for 5 laps. If anybody's willing to step up here.
Easy days, guys. Easy days.
Oh, does that have? Oh, interesting. Your 5. I just dawned on me. Your 5 meter there is in the front, and it's thrusting through the center of your build. I think there was another. Yeah. There's another build that did that also.
Yeah, was it the skid mark? I think was a bit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, remember there was one like that.
But yeah, it's all heavy armor. Keep it heavy, but neat.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2 spec. It's got 24 gyros, makes it handle way better. And yeah, all the good stuff.
Yeah, you should have raced with this one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I just wanted to do something with my original submission.
That's
at least.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah, Blunt says the skid mark. Yeah, was the one. Rocco, by the way, you didn't mark the Steam collection as being all compatible, so there's no subscribe to all button. Oh, is that a thing? I didn't realize that was a thing. That's cool. Let me see that. Hang on. Let's see. Edit collection. Linked collections, drag items. Being all compatible. Where is that setting? I feel like I remember seeing that. I thought I did turn something like that on. Items work together. Oh, we'll show subscribe to all button. There we go. Does that mean? Wait, is that only? Does that force you to subscribe to all? Because I don't necessarily want people to be forced to subscribe to all of them. You know, off the top of your head, Rocca, if that removes, I guess we can do this. I can save it and open. I don't actually. Incognito won't even show me. I'm not sure if that will make it so you have to subscribe to all or not. Because I know there's some times where they have to be dependent on each other. So you subscribe all so that way they all work. Not sure if this is that scenario or not. Nice. Well, whenever anybody's ready to run another race, we are ready for you. Let's see. Let's bring my racer, this guy. Test our line here we're working on. I'm curious when Blunt does his racing, which we should place bets on which build we think he's going to use. Which of the 10 builds will Blunt choose from? 10, 11, 12, however many, however many you have.
All right, what bet?
I guess we're gonna find out. Stop watching that one. Now let me clear the times here. We can still place our bets on which build we think we're going to use. I think you're going to use the Drifter or the Coyote. Let me know when you're ready for me to, when you're got your screen sharing. I'm going to keep trying this thing out here. The Spec Racer almost feels too boaty now. Oh, is that the screen share sound? Yeah. That's the screen share sound. Oh, that's right. You have that new one you were working on that was the power issue one I was talking about earlier that you were having issues with. You had to unplug everything and plug it all back in, the one on the right.
I had to take all of the engines, the vertical thrusters off this one and put them all back on to get thrusters to actually fire normally. Otherwise, I had to like base bar all the time.
That's weird. And there's a blue one we never seen either in the distance. This other one you shared pictures of. I never seen this blue one before.
Yeah. So there's the Drifter in the middle.
Yeah.
That's the one that's my standard build. This is the Hammerhead, whatever. It's 6 down or 6 up, whatever you want to call it. And then this one is unique. It's the Fiver.
Oh, okay.
Fiver's 5 vertical, and I've now got thrust in the front, and I'm just using these small thrusters on the sides.
Okay.
As well as the mediums, and only the big one in the back.
Nice. Which one are you going to use?
I'm going to use the Fiver.
All right. So if you want to just copy and paste it to make sure the weight's up to date.
Yeah.
Oh, Rocka, I was waiting for your response, Rocka. I was wondering what was. I was wondering where it was. It seemed like some of your things you were saying. I was like, I feel like Rocka's stream's probably a little behind, but all right. So right at 1 kilogram, right above the minimum. Nice. Somebody got to 30,000 exactly. That was pretty impressive. And yeah, verify your components here.
Gyros, 25.
Nice. Atmos.
4.
All right. That's 8. You can see that's 8. Yep.
Batteries, 5.
All righty. You got the cargo container on there?
Yeah.
All righty.
Well, actually, no. I've got the.
Oh, you got a connector, which is even heavier.
Connector, which you said was okay last time.
Yeah, because there's not an advantage to it because it's actually heavier than it holds the same amount as a small cargo, but it's heavier, so it's not really. There's no advantage to having it. None of our cargo events are going to be connectors, so it's not like you're going to have a cargo loading advantage.
Works for me.
You taking any warm up? You want to take some warm up laps?
You
just want to go for it. You don't have to.
I just want to go for it.
All right, I'll hit record as soon as you, or I'll hit the timer as soon as you cross that start finish line.
All right.
Lap 1. Looking good so far. How's it doing the hairpin? Pretty good. Lap 2. Try not to say too much. I don't want to be too distracting.
I'm not talking right now.
Nice. You don't have that boulder.
No.
All right,
First
lap 3.
boulder.
Lap 4.
No.
Oh,
Damn
you take the 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now you went through it.
It's gonna cost me more.
That's why I have the 5-second penalty. You hit it though.
So close.
It's all right. You're doing really good. Oh. Sorry, I just nailed this last lap. Lap 5. He's his best time is a 43:33 for those watching. I suppose I can mute the Discord mic so I don't distract them, and then I can provide some better commentary. All right. Hot damn. 5 laps. That best time 43:33 lap time, overall time 3:53:30, and no penalties because that when you hit that gate you went back and you went through it.
I still lost a bunch of time on that.
Yeah, that's all right. Sub 4 minute I think total for the circuit's pretty good. Let's punch these things in here. What's the name of the racer officially? Do you have a name for it?
The Fiver.
Fiver?
Yeah, the Fiver.
The Fiver. Bravo, Blunt says.
Thanks.
Says Chaos Defect. Yeah, that was a good run. That's gonna be a tough one to beat. All right, let me enter these times in here. So lap 1, 43:54. Lap 2, 43:96.
Telling you, this one's fierce too. Be surprised. You should use this one on your pylon course.
Yeah, let me get this off screen so I can see what you're doing.
Very, very symmetrical.
43:33. That's the best lap. Oops. $57.09 was your worst lap was 57.09.
Yeah, it's terrible.
$5, $36. We allowed to do a custom racer build or not? Yeah, you can race as long as it's compliant with the class. You can race whatever you want, Raka. You betcha. Just got to meet the specs. So yeah, it doesn't have to be in that collection. So if you just have something you're cooking on, feel free to bring it in.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice. It's a good one. It's a good run.
Is there anything else you wanted to see, or?
Not unless you got something to show, or if unless somebody else is ready to come in here and race. You're good until somebody else joins. So if you got something else you want to show, you can show something else. But if someone else is ready to race, basically, if someone's ready to race, just pop in the voice chat here, then we'll know kind of who's ready and in the queue. Yeah, the class requirements. So they are visible on that smugglers, that link below. They're in there. And then in the Discord, we have the rules posted as well. But yeah, if you click that collection in the description, it'll show you it's the minimum weight 30,000 kilograms, 1 5 meter, 8 2 meters, 24 ones, 5 1.5 meter batteries, 25 small gyroscopes, and 1 cargo container, because it's like a smuggler core class, so you're like hauling the cargo and stuff. So you betcha. And if you want to race but don't have the time to build right now, then you can also just race any of the ones that are in the collection. Realizing I'm using colons in my times where I need to be using decibels. And Google Sheets think that they think it's AM PM times.
Excuse me.
Time to beat 353.
You got that one gate, but you know.
Yeah. It's all right. I mean, only all your other laps were under 45 seconds, so
yeah,
can't complain about that.
Yeah, I'm happy with this one. It took a while to build, but yeah,
the good ones do. I wasn't sure if there would be like a non-missile build actually that would like make it sub 45 or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I got looking at the hairpin and thought this is where I actually need the thruster in the front. So I wound up changing my attitude towards it. Somehow figured out, hey, you know what? Maybe not 6, but 5. So and there you have it, the 5er.
All right, just enter the times. Got the times in there. All right, you're currently the pole position for the best lap and the best circuit.
Wow. Who knew?
Who knew? Who knew?
Thanks,
the guy who made the most builds is going to have a top one. Does SC2 support flight stick? Not yet. Not yet. Maybe one day. Yeah, like a HOTAS in this game would be super fun. I never tried. Did they ever add? Yeah, you can use. Yeah, never mind. Sorry, I'm spacing. Disregard.
Okay. Thanks, Dig.
Yes, sir. Good racing.
Later.
Later. Pretty good times. Pretty good times. You see the top scores on the board. Let's double check there. Make sure I entered everything right. Oh, yeah, I missed this lap. This one's a typo. 496. 3. Sorry, I'm messing with trying to get my punctuation uniform here. I realize it's not liking how I typed the times. It keeps thinking that's all right. I'll parse it after the fact. It's let me just turn these all to but where's the formats? Let's just go plain text for now. Oops, messes that total time. What a mess. Never tried to mess with entering times into Google Sheets before. 36. Man, I'm getting hot in here. Just try to get my other screens up here. Got so many tabs going here. Somebody else is ready to race. The time is yours. I feel like maybe 15,000 is almost too heavy for this thing. We allowed to include items in our build for ballast. Items in your build for ballast. I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly. You can add whatever you want to your build, just as long as it's not. Technically, you're not supposed to have any more power other than the 5 batteries. So like the 5 batteries is like the power limit. So as long as it's not anything related to like thrusters or power or gyroscopes, you can add, you know, whatever blocks you want for like decorations or whatever. That's kind of the point of having like the weight minimum, is that people can greeble and like make cool looking builds and stuff when we have some like diversity. And you can also choose to lay out your thrusters however you want as well. They just can't have any more for like the core functional components. It just can't have anything more than what it says there. So don't add like reactors or things like that onto the build. All right, let's survey this course here. What are we cooking with here? I'm gonna start moving some of these. Let me remove some of these columns. These aren't really necessary. They're just at this point clutter. And if this course is small enough and has decent enough wayfinding, we don't even need the antennas, because with a course this small, we can actually add in like walls and like arrows that point to where you should go and stuff. Let's say this is going to spiral you off this way. Though I can tell already we're going to need to have some arrows on some of the corners for sure, because this will kind of like intertwined within itself. Can I add a large battery, the biggest type? No, it's just the 5 of those small ones. Technically with this thruster layout, there's not a huge maxing out of power. But yeah, just the power it asks for, because you could, in theory, if you had a larger battery, what would allow you to do is like have all the thrusters pointing in one direction, which nobody else would having, because they're following the power restrictions. So like right now, there's like only a certain amount of thrusters you can put in one vector before you max out your power, which was kind of sort of the point. So if you have too much power, it sort of defeats that purpose. So yeah, just for the batteries, just stick with the requirements. Sorry, an ad popped up. No was the answer, to summarize that fast. To summarize that better. Damn ads. Even when I turn them off, they're on. Okay, so let's say that's kind of a sort of a hairpin thing. Yeah, follow the component list and make weight at 30k minimum. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Your greeble can be whatever you want for greeble, but no other additional power or thrusters or anything, or gyros on there. Power, thrusters, and gyros, those are all locked to those maximums. Otherwise, if you want to build your ship out of support beams or lights, do whatever you want. There's no PCU top cap. You just got to hit that minimum weight. All right, so we're laying these out pretty rough. I know there's going to be, let's maybe make like a wall. So we have a wall. Actually, I did save I think I maybe have the chicane. Just the rounded parts, the straights. We're just going to make a wall. Sort of a tire wall, if you will. Oh my gosh, I never thought about that. When there's wheels, I can make tire walls. Also, hopefully one day we get a block that's like a huge block. That way, instead of having to have a bunch of smaller blocks and a bunch of PCU and a bunch of extra blocks to calculate, there'll just be one block that takes up like a like a big area. I'm pretty sure there already kind of is one. I think somebody made a mod for like a big block, but I don't want to have any of these worlds rely on mods. I'd like to be able to have anybody load into them easily. So we can kind of add, how big's this got to be? Actually, it doesn't have to be too big. Kind of just add walls like this. At least just for initial wayfinding purposes. I hate how particular this gets with dragging. Like, you can't fly too far away. You have to still be somewhat close to it. Let's just put this here. Just want a wall to get going with, just something to cook with, just a place. Can put arrows on it and stuff. Doesn't need to be solid either. Just like a good fence. Something that's not super PCU intensive for this initial one, because actually PCU is as much an issue as it is the total amount of blocks in a shape matters the most right now. All right, who's popping in? Skyfighter, what's going on?
Just playing Beam. I'm taking an LMP car on a non-LMP car track. It's a what's it called? Sorry, I'm trying to remember the name of the Hakone Turnpike.
What is this for? What?
This is Beam and G.
Oh, gotcha.
But I made a LMP. I made a like a Le Mans hypercar in automation. That's a hybrid.
I never actually. I've watched so many hours of that game, but I've actually never played it before. That game's pretty cool.
Yeah, they got superchargers and stuff in it now.
The damage model. If nobody's ever seen BeamNG, that game has an insane damage model. Like basically the cars wreck like actual cars. Like there's all the pieces and components in a car that you'd expect to see. So when you crash out, like every little piece, transmission, drive shaft, every little thing can fall out and break on your car. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, just because of just how the exporter is for automation, I mean, it's not as in detail as in as like the base BeamNG cars.
Yeah, isn't technically the game still in like early access when you go to the Steam page?
I have not a clue.
I think it technically might be one of those situations. It's mostly a sandbox scenario. But a lot of cool content in that game. This just looks like we're making farm fences. Like we're making a cattle fence in this track, but it's all right, it serves its purpose. You got a racer ready to go?
I haven't touched Space Engineers in quite a while.
Oh, okay.
I haven't touched Space Engineers 2 in longer than that.
Oh, did you know we're live streaming right now?
I didn't know until I joined, and then when you were letting your viewers know about what BeamNG was.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing like a race event on it's funny you start talking about BeamNG because we're doing a race event time trial right now on Space Engineers 2.
Yeah.
And this is how we're doing it, is people hop in here and they're sharing their screens and running their laps.
Okay. I can go ahead and leave then if need be.
It does. Yeah, whatever. We're just waiting for somebody else to pop in to do a lap.
Yeah. I apologize. I haven't really. Semester's been busy for me, so I just haven't kept too close tabs, and I apologize for that.
No, you're good. Yeah, they're still making all kinds of content for it. They have a big update. Their VS 2.2, they keep teasing, is coming out sometime soon. They just did a feature freeze on it, so hopefully that means it's coming out sooner than later, but we will find out.
Yeah.
They're cooking though.
Majority of my friends are like holding off on like playing the game until multiplayer comes out.
Yeah, that's for sure. A lot of people. A lot of people are staying in SE1 until the till they get multiplayer or just playing other games. Yeah, I get that.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm not sure how this feeling about this course setup yet. Obviously, it won't look this janky when we're detailing it. And this racer is starting to feel a little boaty in this track now that we got it laid out a little bit more. Kind of liked it better when it weighed 9,000 kilograms. You must race. Blunt says you must race. Chatters must
That
race.
I need to race?
You need to race.
I don't even think I have Space Engineers 2 installed at the moment. I could pull up the Nordschleife.
No.
Do that.
No, we're not doing that. Smuggler's Gulch or nothing.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking through my Steam library. Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have Space Engineers 2 installed. And my Wi-Fi at my apartment's pretty slow, so I wouldn't get done tonight, unfortunately.
Well, we're racing tomorrow as well. 11 a.m. Pacific time. Have it installed and ready to go, and then we'll talk to you then.
All right. Well, you have a good one.
All right.
I'm just gonna go hop into a different call. So.
All right. Sounds good.
See ya.
See you later.
See ya.
I almost hate these walls I initially put because it just feels like I'm putting in cheap fencing everywhere. Let's get a straightaway going. Let's open the track up. Let's put one over here. I never thought about the fact that people might join that don't realize there's a stream going on. Just been pinging everybody all the time, so I figured most people that are in the Discord probably know what's happening. Plenty of prefabs, yeah, that is true. I think the game not being installed is the bigger issue in that scenario. Yeah, one thing I was gonna do too with the top racers is actually save the world. Have like a little a area where they're all parked, because right now there's like a couple builds I think parked in the area now just so people can hop in and test. But the best time ones, I'm actually gonna probably save them in the world itself, so when people join they can kind of see there's ships already there ready to race. Maybe it's just because I've been watching people race fast smugglers now. So after watching Blunt's times, this just feels like it's not a racer anymore. Oh boy. Should spawn up a smuggler also on here. Like a livestock pen. Yeah, exactly. So Space Engineers for Farmville. You play Farmville? I remember in college we were playing Farmville and Mafia Wars a ton. Mafia Wars was like a text-based mafia game on Facebook. It was just a mafia version of Farmville pretty much. Certainly somebody's got to remember those. See, now you're like accelerating. Yes, could be like a little back corner over here, so we could kind of have a little gradual turning run. It could slow down, could tighten here in the end. Maybe I'll move this back more. I don't want to leave the plateau unless we go down, because it would be fun to have a cave. You need the PCU mod also. Oh yeah. Well, also too, there's you can also like assign like grids to like NPC or whatever. So that way it doesn't count towards like the player's PCU when they start. But I was doing that when I was initially decorating the Smuggler's Gulch, and then there was a weird bug where it like the grids just started disappearing. So like I was assigning to NPC, and then eventually, excuse me, all the grids disappeared. So like we could race to a gate here, and then you could curve into like a cave, and you could go through a cave and then like come up again. It's not great for spectating though. The alternative to a cave is actually just having like a building over here that's like a hangar or something. I did think it'd be fun to like fly through a warehouse. Because the voxel editor would make it somewhat easy to build caves to fly through. Let's get rid of this livestock fence here. So let's see, you hit this. Let me get my ship back over here. I think I might make this sort of a sweeping corner. Boy, the side thrust really is underperforming. Let's try one of these other ships now that we kind of have more of a course out here. Cave with stands built into it. That would in some ways be the most exciting spot to be as a spectator, but also like kind of one of the worst because you can't see the rest of the race, only the cave. Also, if they crash in the cave, that is so dangerous. But it would be certainly really fun to see some scrapes and everything. Let's get back in the lighter one. This one's 50% lighter. No. 30% lighter. And I don't have thruster sounds. This one already feels a little bit better. Fun to have like a sweeping corner here. Kind of come out to maybe to there. I just pinged like I was playing a game that has markers. I just like press the middle mouse button to leave a ping on the ground. Enemy spotted over there. Just park on where I want. I'll bring my spectator camera over here. Control F8. Big sweeping corner. Of course, this might be getting too big. Problem here is the trees. Yeah, the gates should be high enough for that. Can always do a little landscaping come final build as well. Although I don't know if trees are also gonna spawn randomly or not. For like every session, just like the boulders are. That was crazy that one boulder was there. I've never seen one spawn there where it spawned for Arcana. Bit of a wild card. If anyone's ready to race, I am ready for you. All right, see how this plays out. Some of this too is just sort of experimenting with the different turns and everything, seeing what works. Flying this direction is tricky, but sometimes, you know, you're gonna have to just, it's weird. It's so weird not having thruster sound. There's a little bit. We'll turn on the music, so at least there's something. Let's see, I want this, I want that. All right. The trees are kind of a cool vibe, and they do make an interesting hazard. Like if you have to pass below somebody, it does make an interesting hazard. The drifting is the scariest part because you sort of have to blindly, like, kind of drift around, which when you're racing in a pack isn't going to be the most ideal thing. It's interesting too. You got to sort of like race the line a little bit differently since they're not necessarily a race car. So like, since you have different, like the ability to like drift and add thrust in weird directions, you sort of take a line that you probably wouldn't normally expect to take. So you got this big back section, ooh, that you can really overdo. Then we can drift it back around to here. Reconnect it back in. Let's add one here. Sort of just how kind of build these is sort of just like fly it, see what feels good. See where, as you're flying, sort of the next logical spot it would seem like there to be, or an interesting spot for there to be a obstacle. With Smuggler's Gulch, it was very much so. Yeah, the sound is so loud. With Smuggler's Gulch, I sort of found that like spot where you dive down to the hairpin. That was the spot where I started to design it. I was like, okay, this would be a sick hairpin to fly down this, sort of like the suicide dive into this hairpin would be so fun. So that's how I started on that track, because I knew that that was the feature I wanted, was to have something like that in there. And if, you know, if you got a spec racer or any type of racer and it happens to be that drifting is sort of how you're flying these tracks, that sort of is just how it's going to be. This one. It's tough though with these smaller gates. You really can blindly drift into the bigger gates on Smuggler's Gulch, but these smaller gates, you've got to be a little more tactical on your approach. And maybe we find these gates are too small. We'll find out as we go along. All right, we got a racer. Oh, we got a racer. It's SplashDamage. Let's go. Creator of the Fang. And we just filmed a Let's Play on Approximately Up. Your mic is muted, by the way, SplashDamage.
I just turned on the JBL.
Oh, well, that's rude. Okay.
Connected somehow.
What can? Oh, my phone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's your phone or something. It was you talking.
Oh, it probably connected to my phone, which I had just to run in case.
I just want to make sure it wasn't.
No, you're fine now. No, you didn't break the stream, I don't think.
I can still hear you if it's worth anything. So
yeah, no, it was a Bluetooth speaker issue. I have my phone, the stream pulled up on the phone in case there's like an issue with everything else, and she turned on the speaker. My fiance turned on the speaker, and that kicked on.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Blunt says there's a canyon beside the gulch that reminds me of a half pipe, sort of, kind of. Yeah. That's funny because, oh, stream failed to start. Oh, you might have to, are you trying to share the, oh, wait, hang on.
Be trying to share it should be sharing the window that Space
yeah.
Engineers is in.
Sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you have to share the whole screen. We'll see here.
Oh.
It's loading. Did you see the times to beat?
I did. He should have gone last because I feel like that's a pretty good time.
It's a pretty good time to, yeah. So yeah, the stream's failing to start, it says. So try sharing your full window, not just the game stream. We've had hard times getting the game itself to stream in Discord.
Okay. Sure. How's that? Now can you see something? Anything?
Spinning. Wonder if you could slalom it out and make it fun. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I was talking SplashDamage earlier, actually. He was talking about having turns that, speaking of the half pipe thing, having turns where like to take the turn you actually do bank against it. It does say it's failing to start again.
Rude.
Is there like a permissions on your computer that's blocking it by chance?
Entirely possible.
I can see that. I saw in the thumbnail the Discord was open just a second ago. It showed like a thumbnail thing of it.
Should be sharing my Discord look now.
Yeah, hang on. Let me stop watching. I can see like the thumbnail and it shows Discord. Is your mouse moving right now?
Yeah, my mouse is moving.
Weird. I can just see the thumbnail of the Discord, but your mouse, I can see your mouse and it's not moving. How do I load a pre-made grid? H10 isn't opening a blueprints menu. It's press G. It's in a different spot now than SE1. So press G and then you'll see blueprints at the top left there. It shows like blocks and blueprints or whatever. You can hit blueprints there, and then from there, if you don't have one downloaded, you can press browse workshop and it'll pull it up. Yeah, it still says stream failed to start. Let me maybe we should both restart our Discords at the same time, just so we're both. Let's both restart our Discords and see if that fixes it.
Okay, bye.
Restart. Let's see. Maybe.
I mean, showing the microphone in use, so is that.
Anybody have any ideas?
I see the stream in the game chat. There's a window there.
Just spins and then says error 2012.
Bummer.
The stream reviewing currently has reduced video or audio quality. This may be due to network conditions. You have good internet though, pretty sure.
I mean, I live in a major metropolitan area and pay for Xfinity's extortionate prices. Yeah.
I could send like a Gmail thing, I guess, like a Google Calendar event. Google Meet.
Yeah, let's do it that way. Yeah, see, I just said stop streaming and it dropped the thing. So
yeah. That's weird. I know the only times we had issues with people sharing was when they were sharing Space Engineers directly and not their whole screen. So, we never had it for just all together doing this. And usually, like, it just would be black. It wouldn't say error loading screen or error loading stream. Let me do this. Apparently, I've never set up my Google Calendar with my Diggrok Gmail before. Today is this day. Let's set a event here. Sorry about this, guys. Racing. Open. Okay. Copy link. I'm going to paste this into the racing league. So try joining that.
Okay. Got it. With Google Meet. Okay.
Thank you for the subscription, John C. 444.
Oh boy, government name is in fact in there.
Yeah, I might be able to. I wonder if I can. You should be able to change it.
That's okay. I'll live. No one cares.
Oh shoot! Can you mute your Google mic? I'll mute my Google mic too.
I got it. Okay, it's muted. Right? It's muted.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, so you can see the screen now, hopefully.
Yes.
See the game.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
Can I close this, or will it kill it, or what?
Whoa! What did I just do on my screen? Holy smokes! Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, you closed your stream. There you go.
Oh, I thought it was. Sorry, I thought that was Discord still. Not my bad. Okay.
All right. Whew. What a journey. You can close that window on the right. It'll close that little pop-up, that Me Google pop-up. There's like an extra there's like a when you click the window itself. Well, you can click that, see what happens. Yeah, yeah, that one, that X. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Let me hide this other one real quick. Okay, there we go. Okay. I will be racing the Fang 2 lightweight.
Nice.
Trimmed of a couple things that it doesn't really need. I believe I've turned off damage, so find out real quick if that's wrong.
All right. At weight, you want to do your components
That
check?
way- Oh yeah. Components check. My bad. All right, so
He's trying to
1
cheat. He's
meter.
trying to cheat.
Yeah, right. Batteries.
Got 5. All right.
Atmos 1 meter. 22. Oh, I'm going light. Okay.
Who needs those extra 2? All right.
Yeah.
Got those.
Well, I've been doing all right. Yep. We got that. We got gyros.
24.
4. Then they're the other 2. They're not in the
okay.
group.
Yeah.
Okay. And then a 5 meter cargo container.
All right. Oh, you
and there's one more gyro.
Yeah, but I think you had 24, so that's 25 total. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right.
it's a little sloppy with my reconfiguration there.
You gonna hit some warm up laps?
Yeah, we'll hit a warm up lap or 2. We're gonna be doing this first person, which I think is actually pretty neat. So, it's gonna be a lot less clean looking than Blunt's lap, because I noticed he wasn't sliding all over the place. That's not how my ship works. My ship is very much a it's gonna be messy.
Forward, go ship.
Yeah.
Just let me know when you want me to
Miss
start the timer.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
You can just seamlessly go from this, just say, all right, I want this lap to go, and you just let me know, and when you cross the finish line after that, I'll hit the button.
Sounds good. Yeah, I was watching his line, and I was like, oh, that's way cleaner than what I gotta do. And hopefully these rocks don't render at the wrong time for me. We were talking about that earlier, that's an issue.
Oh, that's a dicey way you got to take that chicane there.
Yeah, it really is, right? Everything about this is dicey.
Hey, that's the fastest cars, right?
It is. It's also the most dead drivers, but
it doesn't feel like you're going to die. It's not fast enough.
That's right. All right, so yeah, just start counting after I hit this finish line here, I guess.
Yes, sir. Do you want me to stay quiet during your run?
No, you can provide all the commentary you want. Ooh, that was close. Okay.
Get those errors down now. All right, here we go.
Yep.
As soon as you cross this line. Underway. The collision damage you turn off by pressing Control F12. And then
I messed up. It's user error completely.
Go to gameplay, and then on the left side, then check survival, and then survival will open up on the right side, and you can turn off destructions and enable creative and stuff like that.
Got any what's that called? Free to use music, intense music you can play in the background.
I thought about having like a playlist for that. All right, lap 2.
Yeah, I was thinking during Blunt's laps that it'd be cool if you could get, I don't know, some intense free to use music in here.
Yeah, I definitely will be developing things for music and stuff, and yeah, we'll get jiggy with it for sure.
Oh, there's one thing I know about Diggrok. He's gonna get jiggy with it.
These things do happen.
They do. Oh, that was too much, Tuna. Oh no! Oh, that was such a good lap too. Oh, not the worst way to screw it up, though.
Yeah, it's gonna mess this line up though. Here, your line into this is horrible now.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Bummer.
I should have just taken the 5 seconds.
No.
All right.
It's already going. You're facing the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. No. Okay, lap 3 is going to be bad.
Lap 3 is not good. Good. Not like lap 2 was great either. I kind of screwed up that hairpin. Whoops. Oh yeah, don't want that happening.
Wow, you got
He's
so
a
close to hitting
herky-jerky.
that wall.
I know. The only way I have a chance is by getting real close to them walls.
Just set yourself up for a good next lap since you already fucked this lap up.
Yeah, it's true.
5 seconds. You beat your time on the first lap, Blunt, but we'll verify everything post results. These are just the unofficial results. I haven't told him yet. I got the mic muted right now, so he doesn't know that he beat your time. Hit it good. Hit it good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It felt a lot better than it
wow. I didn't even know that was possible.
There it is. There's the heater. That's all. That's my only chance at any glory here. No, Blunt had that one bad lap, but I don't think.
Wow.
I don't think I can make up for it.
So many times in that corner, I think you're gonna wreck.
Oh, that's too hot. Too much.
Oh,
yeah. Close.
Boomer.
Yeah. Not the worst, but hit the finish line.
All right.
That's it.
Total time. There's one penalty, so I had 5 seconds of that. So you got 4 minutes and 4 minutes.59 total time with that lap 3 penalty. Your that lap that you hit that hairpin really good was 42.58, which exactly ties actually lap 1. You also hit at 42.58.
No, wait, lap 1 was that fast?
Yeah,
Okay.
so somewhere you could have made because that lap 4 hairpin, I don't think you could have hit that any better. So that means that there's somewhere else in that lap time you could shave more time. So yeah, that was crazy.
Oh. There we go. The fast lap. That's all I got.
Hot dang. And of course, I'll verify everything post to make sure that all these close laps are that everyone's close to these things. But yeah, nice. We're in this Google chat thing. Since I got you in Discord still. Hot damn.
Hot lap.
Hot lap. That was
hot lap.
That was exciting. But let's see what I'm trying to find my spreadsheet here.
That's what I'm saying. It's more of a I don't even know if it's really a looker compared to some of the other ships that are on here, but I don't know if it's a driver, but I guess it does for one lap. It's all right.
All right, so 42.58. I'll reformat these times to be more legible next time. I keep changing how I'm formatting these in here, so apologies for those looking at my spreadsheet right now. 59.24. That was one with it. So 59.24, that had a 5-second penalty, so that was 104.24. Then 42.58. And then 46.47 total time with the penalty 4:59. So Blunt still has the circuit time. First person is intense. Yeah, first person takes guts. That was Mark 1 or Mark 2 for the Fang.
That was Mark 2, but I thought it was the lightweight one, so there's some weight trimmed from the version in the workshop. But
yeah,
basically it's just remove some of the armor on the winglets and a little bit of the bracing underneath.
Nice.
I guess I could publish that. not that it's gonna be that great, but well, thanks for putting on the racing there, Diggrok.
Yeah, good racing. That was a good lap. It's like this one says 12. This one turned it to a time. It's 43.54. Ridiculous. Excel's messing with me. Well, I'm glad we at least got the Google thing to work. I'd have been disappointed if you weren't able to get your thing in there.
Yeah, that would have been boogers, though. I'm glad.
Would have been boogers.
It would have been boogers. I'm glad it worked. Yeah. Good luck with everybody else's races. Have fun, everyone.
All righty.
See ya.
Blunt says, "Congratulations, SplashDamage. Rocca found a possible issue in the course. Gate 4 isn't pointed at gate 5. Yeah, so that's like a corkscrew. So I'll show you. Let me pull up my I guess I can just open up the race actually itself. So that's a corkscrew. So the way that is intended to hit that is to go through it. And I have a video on my YouTube page actually. If you look at the if you look at my YouTube shorts, you'll find it. My most recent short shows the racing line. It shows you sort of the best way to take that corner. Hang on 1 second though. We'll demonstrate. Ooh, this saved in the middle of me moving. That's always dangerous because sometimes you can run into things doing that and explode. Close that, close that. All right. Sorry, just closing some of that Google stuff so it doesn't mess with my internet. Yeah, so let me get some speed here and show you how to take this corner. Why is my game just loud again? This game's always too loud or too quiet. You can see this loading freeze. That's why it's good to have it preloaded before you hop in the Discord. All right. So the way to hit that gate 4 to 5. I'm not gonna hit this well, but come up to it from up here and you sort of roll to the side over here and you do this corkscrew like this and you keep rolling into it, and then you hit it this way. So it's supposed to be a corkscrew is the design. Yeah, the Fang's a cool little ship. It is very minimalist, very race vibes, and it looks good racing in first person too. They don't always, like, mine's not the most exhilarating in first person. It's hard to beat the first person in the actual cockpit. First person in the cockpit is really good. All right, here's that turn again. I'm gonna show you it again here, Rocca. Do whatever SplashDamage did, because he has the fastest lap time. So you come up front underneath here, and you're gonna roll back. You're kind of gonna pitch back and roll left, and invert and corkscrew down into turn 5. Once you hit it like this, it's actually a really clean transition. So yeah, that's that. So it's not a broken turn. It's just a specific maneuver, which that's what's kind of fun about racing in ships like this, is you can sort of create these obstacles and things that aren't obviously practical or possible with vehicles, but with spaceships or just aerial things flying around on a planet are definitely very possible. So yeah, so you're gonna want to hit that one. A little corkscrew. All right, I'll mess with this one a little bit more. If somebody's I know we initially had this going from 6 to 8, but if people are lingering and want to make it in and give you a few minutes, Rock, I don't know if you're planning on racing tonight or if you want to hit the time tomorrow. If you're planning on putting up a time tonight, I can linger for a minute here. Oops, turn off distractions. Yeah, I can't wait to be able to do all this in actual multiplayer and like have all these different screen recording things. Cause yeah, seeing like that race line in first person, racing in this game in first person is just so much more intense. It's straight up scary sometimes. And that's where, like, if you're gonna race first person, you definitely want like a sleek build. Like the Fang's pretty sleek. Like he sits at the top back of that build and he can see the whole rest of the build in front of him, so there's less concern you're gonna drag and run into like a cliff or something like that. See, like I like that we're only barely getting to top speed, then we have to start braking again. Rock, I was originally planning on racing tonight, but I don't think I'll have the course down well enough. Okay, no problem. Yeah, there's a stream time again tomorrow as well, so you can check that time and see if that time is good for you. We'll also be doing other race events and stuff, so if you just want to, like, we talk about a lot of the racing stuff in the Discord. The Discord link's also below if you're not already in there. I can't remember if you're in there or not. But yeah, so we'll have more like time trial events and stuff like that. As you can see, we're developing another course right here. So as we get more courses, we'll do more time trials. And once we have probably like 3 to 5 courses, I'd actually like to start. And actually, we could even start doing it sooner. It doesn't really matter how many you have to start. But I actually want to start doing a racing season where we're actually getting like season points and stuff like that. And winners get points and things and track it through the whole season. We'll probably need a few more people maybe to make that like fully viable, just because, you know, if we only have only got 5 people racing, it's not as exciting. If we have like 20 to 30 people, but for any amount, it's fun. Years ago, SplashDamage and I and a couple other buddies, we had a Forza racing league we were just doing with ourselves, where we had certain races and specs we were doing, and we were doing the same thing where based on position of finishing, you'd get so many points, and we were racing like with a full pack of like AI to fill in the extra spots and stuff. It was a lot of fun doing that, and there was only 5 of us that were doing that league, and it was a lot of fun. So, but obviously the more the merrier, and then we can run a season for, like I was saying earlier, like 3 months or something like that, and just track points. And if you can make the events and race, and you can. If not, no big deal. I feel like this is sort of feeling more how I was kind of hoping. I think this back section should be a little more technical. And we haven't messed with like verticalities on here. And worth noting too, Rocka, you said you didn't realize the max speed was, yeah, so 300 meters per second is the max speed. We've talked about messing around with speed limits and stuff. For some of these Atmo builds, the higher speeds, they can't brake very well if they get too fast. So you'd need like a specific build for it. But there's certain times where it might warrant having a higher speeds, even with like smaller tracks like this. Like if we're only going to have these like small courses and you're not hitting max speed much, we could potentially even remove the max speed on courses like this. And what that would mean is that when you get to like this back corner here, when you're turning this corner and getting into the straightaway speed, if you didn't have a max speed, you could I'm guessing that's if we're only going to have these like small courses. Oh, I'm hearing my stream coming through your we could potentially even coming through your game, Carnivore. This. And what that would mean is that when you get to like, oh, lost Carnivore. Carnivore's got a sweet racer, actually. It's last I saw on the polls, it was actually one of the leaders, because don't forget everybody to do your voting for the best racers. Up to 19. Carnivore's got 8 for the if you can just mute the stream since you can hear me in here. That would fix it, actually. That would fix it. Last I saw on the polls, it was actually one of the leaders, because don't forget everybody to do. It's so weird hearing myself come through somebody else. Up to 19. Can you just mute the stream?
Yep, I got you. Sorry, bro.
So Carnivore is actually leading the Pack 2 polling with 8 votes on his bill. Are you gonna race? Are you gonna race the status?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, and Dokky's here too. What up, Doc?
Hello, just trying to get the map working right now.
Okay. Yeah, Carnivore just popped in. We'll do his laps, and so if you want to get yours set up, we can jump to you right after.
Yeah, doing my best to.
Let's see. Watch stream here. Let's see if it works. It does. I see ya. Ooh, it's laggy, but I see ya. All right. So if you want to. So we'll just verify this thing first. So if you want to copy and paste it just to make sure the weight gets updated.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, we'll see how well it goes timing this. Are you able to record this on your end as well by chance?
I can.
Yeah, the right now your connection's really, really bad. So I just want to make sure that if it starts jittering when you're getting close to a finish line, that I have a backup in case. Because my recording is just whatever the quality of this stream is. So if that way I have the recording that's probably a little bit better quality. Oh, you playing on GeForce now, or is that just because you're in the GeForce overlay?
It's just the overlay.
All right. Oh yeah, you got to 30,000 exact. It's crazy you got this one exactly to 30,000 in
Oh yeah.
I couldn't remember who did it.
optimize
Yeah. All right. I see 5 batteries. Yep. There's the 5 batteries. Let's run through the Yep. Gyros. 25. Got it.
All right. Let's see. What do we need? Atmospheric.
Yeah. Just select all the ones.
24 of those.
Okay.
And then
All right. Cool beans. And you got that cargo on there. Awesome. Saw
there
it.
we go. Cargo.
All right. You gonna take any warm-up laps?
Yeah. Let me let me run a little warm up here real quick.
All right. And if you don't want to stop during the warm-ups, just as you're going, just say, let me know when you're ready for me to start it, and then I'll start it the next time you cross the start-finish line.
Sweet.
Did you see the times to beat? Pretty good times right now.
Yeah, just saw that last one. Did put up a pretty solid fast lap there.
Yeah, under 43, and Blunt's total time was under 4. So we got separate leaders for the best lap time and the best circuit time right now, which is fun. That checkpoint's there somewhere.
A little bit of jitteriness.
And don't forget, if you miss a checkpoint, as long as you're like maintaining the racing line, you can just take a 5-second penalty and keep racing.
All right.
So you don't have to turn back for it.
Hey, how do I turn off damage just in case here?
Oh yeah, you should turn that off. Control F12. And then left side, the drop down, select gameplay of where it says voxels, the very top of all that. The drop down. So above artistic actions, it says voxels. Oh. Yeah, click that and then hit gameplay. I'm pointing at my screen as though that matters to you. And scroll down to survival.
Oh, nice. I didn't know you could do all this.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's great. And then on the right side, disable destructions. Down at the bottom, little toggles in the bottom right.
Oh.
Yep. You turn on infinite energy too. Actually, we'll just keep it off. Actually, keep that off. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Maybe that'll give my game a chance to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't help you're on high graphics. I can tell you're on high graphics. The game is not super optimized on planets, it seems like. If you go to medium graphics, it'll up your frame rates from the 20 you're running now up to closer to 60. Doesn't look as good, but it makes your frame rate better on medium graphics.
Might try that later.
Man, that window gives you a lot of glare.
It really does. I like first person. Maybe the big piece of glass wasn't the best idea.
It's because you have no walls, so you have no sides. So all the light comes in from behind you and goes in that ray tracing.
It's a design flaw right there. Terrible shit. I guess we'll start it up on the next one.
Oh wow, that glare is ridiculous.
Yeah, the glare is crazy. Blunt also comments, there is a reflection on that window in case you didn't see it.
Thank you.
This is really a suicide drop into here with that glare. Holy smokes. Just kind of comes up on you all of a sudden. Let me know when you're ready for me to get ready for your laps.
Boing.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get it started.
All right, here we go. And you're going. Oh, you like lagged into it there. Oh, your boulder spawned. Wow, that was a bad spot for a boulder to spawn. These random boulders are crazy.
Crazy boulders. We got window glass glare.
Lap 2. I'm gonna have to set these races up in areas where things like that can't spawn, because what if there's just a boulder in the middle of the racetrack? I mean, yours is kind of in the middle of your hairpin.
Yeah. Could be dangerous.
It is dangerous. Especially since you can't see shit out your windshield.
Ah. Need to go fast. We don't need to see.
Lap 3.
I should have put some sunglasses on.
I know, some polarized lenses. Lap 4. Blunt says there might be procedural settings to turn that off. That might be possible also. That'd be good.
That's why I was so slow.
Last lap. Finish strong. Finish strong.
Woo.
All right. 3:57:29. All your laps were within, they were really close. They were all 47 seconds and change.
Nice.
Just some good clean running there. Nice. Yeah, that boulder that spawned there was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think that's why I was so slow.
Find the boulder.
So everybody else doesn't have a big boulder right there?
It changes for everybody, I guess. I didn't realize it procedurally generates every time somebody like loads the world.
Huh.
I thought it was like, yeah, that's good to know that's how the engine works, because that's seriously gonna mess with like a lot of world building stuff I wanted to do. Because like if it's possible for shit like that to spawn up anywhere, that's a huge issue.
Yeah, that makes it a little tricky.
Yeah.
But that was fun though.
But when we have multiplayer and everyone's in the same instance, we'll all have the same boulders in all the same spots.
Sweet. Can't wait for it, man. Good racetrack, dude. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for racing.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
see. The best time was 3:53 for a circuit, so you were 4 seconds short of Blunt's race time.
Nice.
Yeah. Not too shabby. Good
I'll
clean.
take it, man.
Good clean
Glad
running.
it didn't.
What was that ship called again?
That's the Vapor GT.
Vapor GT. Oh yeah, because the other one's the company name you said, right? The first part of it, the Savos or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget what that's I always try to call it that name and I always forget the name of that one. Where's it at here? The status. Why do I forget stat? I always think it's something. Maybe there's somebody else I was thinking of. Yeah, the status. Blunt says, "Nice run." What was a nice run?
Thank you, bro.
He's
Catch
only
you guys
saying that
later.
because you didn't beat him.
I'll send over the recording just in case.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, Doc, you ready?
Oh God, it's my turn. Yep, ready as I can be.
All right. You racing the red blur?
Of course.
It's a good one.
So, how do you turn off the collisions? As you can see, I was trying to do a test lap earlier, and it I scuffed one of the
Yep,
the
no
things
problem.
over there.
Control F12.
Control F12.
And then press yes. And then under where it says AI, click that drop down and scroll to gameplay. And then scroll down to survival and check survival. And then enable destructions off on the right. Yep, you got it right there. Turn that off.
All right, and is that it?
That is it.
Great.
And then we'll just have you copy and paste the build to make sure the weight is good, because sometimes the weight doesn't update right.
Sure. I don't actually know how to access the
just
blueprint
press
menu normally. So
you can just press Control C and Control V. You got it. That works too. That's fine. What you just did. That's good.
Yep. Oh well.
And
Yeah,
then
we're
we'll
gonna
just
cut this one
Yep.
actually.
And then we'll just verify the it's got everything it's supposed to have on here.
Oh no! What?
What's wrong?
Look at the kilograms.
Oh, yeah, that's why we pasted like this, just to see. So just add on some blocks to get it to the weight, because there's an issue with if you like built it in like an older world, before like a certain update, like they must have like changed block weights or something like that. So when you paste it in new worlds, the weights aren't always the same. I don't know how much each of these blocks
That's
weighs.
so strange.
Yeah, we found that out
We're gonna try.
pretty early on.
Okay, we're gonna try that and then see. That's so strange. Okay.
And also because it doesn't always. Okay, you probably get rid of even one of them, maybe.
Just one, I think. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's because also too, even in the world you're working in, sometimes you add stuff to it. Like you just get into that. It might not even update the weight anyway. So like you might even be in a world that's rendering fine when you're working on it, but it's not updating the weights every time you add a block or remove a block. The only way to actually refresh it is to copy paste it.
That's so silly.
Yeah.
Either way, it does seem to work now.
Yep. Yeah. So let's just run through all the components here. Just make sure, just open up your control panel screen, and we can just you can just go use that menu.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
It's easier than manually
so,
counting.
Okay.
So just select all those 1 meters. Hold on shift when you do it. Oh, okay, or that. All right, good there. And the 2 meters, we can just count them also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, got 8. Nice. 5 batteries. See the 5 batteries.
Yep.
And then gyros.
And then
I see the cargo.
How many gyros is acceptable?
25. Yes, you got to get rid of one of them. Which that's gonna mess with your weights again.
Oh boy, I sure do. That's gonna cut this wing off. So let's do this.
Oh no, this is a disaster.
Okay, so we're just gonna cut this real quick.
You probably could have
say access.
Well, you just cut the. Okay, you probably just could have pasted the other one. Yeah, it's okay. He'll figure it
out. Yeah, we'll cut that one. Good lord. And I see you're being slow, which I don't appreciate. There we go. Okay. So this, why would you fall off if I cut? Okay, so what about this? That's fine. And then I got a Control C.
Oh, nice. Blunt found the setting for disabling procedural generation. That's cool. I wonder if that was
okay. That's great.
I wonder if that will save in the world instance, because some settings from that menu save in the world instance and some don't. Like if you turn off sun rotation, it saves that it's off. But like things like obviously survival and stuff don't. So hopefully if I save that to a world, that will stay with the world, because that would help.
Hopefully. Oh boy, I sure do love last minute modifications. They're my favorite. I shouldn't be too surprised this game is an alpha, but still very silly. Oh, come on.
Just a 5, just one light block, a little detail cube.
You know what? I can just do one detail cube. It's probably fine. Aerodynamics don't actually matter in this game, so I hate that it won't step to the grid rotation either. That makes me so mad.
Oh,
Fantastic.
exactly, 30,000.
Exactly.
Nice. So your gyros are back good. You're back good on your gyro count.
God, I hope so. Let's see here.
Oh, you can add 2 more.
I'm not adding 2. Why did? Huh? What? Oh, okay. I'm not fixing that. That's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
I'm keeping that. I don't care anymore.
I think you lost one of your Atmo thrusters too when you cut that wing off. If it matters, this is one of the tiny
Oh,
ones,
for
though.
fuck's sakes. Yeah. All right, hold on. You know, damn atmospheric thruster. I know I have to cut things off.
And you got 2 more
Well,
gyros you can put on. If you're cutting things off, you can put 2 gyros on, maybe move an armor block.
Yep, why not? I'm gonna lose my damn marbles. Okay, great. Let's see how that is. Why do you keep inverting yourself? That's acceptable. That has the 2 and this.
Just the race day variant.
99% power draw, which is scary.
As long as it's not 100%, you're fine.
It's not 100%, I don't think.
So you can run some
let's
warm-up
find out.
laps if you want to, and then or you can just go right for it, whatever you want. It's your call.
You know, let's run a test lap or 2.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming we can get a running start.
Yes. Yeah.
Great.
And if you crash
I'm
into the
just gonna do a slow
chicane as
start.
soon as you cross over the line, because I'll basically set the timer as soon as you cross the finish line. If you crash into the chicane immediately, you can reset with just a non-rolling start. But just try not to hit the chicane on your first run through, or any run through for that matter.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I need to get used to controlling this thing. I'm just
And then
gonna skip
any
past.
gates
Oh,
gates
jeez.
like that you miss, as long as you're in the racing line, it's just a 5-second penalty, so you don't have to worry about going back through them. So
Got
if you,
it. Well,
if you
this is
miss
also a first. Is this a new map, by the way, or am I just a fool?
no, this is the one we've been using.
Great. I remember there being another smuggler map that I was using, but I must have.
Yeah, there's a
been an
couple.
older
Yeah,
version.
there's so Eternal Flames got a couple as well that we shared in there. And there's also the concept course. There was the Reserve Test course, which was just like the proof of concept course. So yeah, there's a couple tracks that are listed. Are you able to record on your end by chance, as well?
I'm not able to record on my
Okay.
end, unfortunately.
No worries. This
Oh,
just
goodness
really
gracious.
very laggy on my end, so I just want to make sure I'm getting good times if it's close.
Oh no, it's laggy on mine too, believe me. No, my game just runs like this, unfortunately. Oh, and that's how I blocked the first time. Alright, let's try it again. Just one more test lap. To be fair, I'm used to laggy racing games. I'm an avid fan of brake arts, and that is terribly optimized, so... Yeah, I've seen my fair share of laggy racetracks.
Yeah, hopefully they. I'm not hopefully. I'm sure they will optimize planets and stuff a little bit better, so they're not as laggy in the future.
I have lost my position. I've bonked the wall.
It's okay. That's what the warm-up laps are for.
I'm gonna have to explain to the space police why I'm driving so interestingly.
Interestingly, yeah.
That's why I've only had a couple drinks tonight. No, I'm joking. I haven't had anything.
All right, follow my pen. I can't, sir. It's a red blur. Shit pun.
All right. I think I'll call that fine for the test.
Okay. Should I start timing it as soon as you pass through this?
Yep. I'm not going to pass through that right now, though. Please slow down. Okay.
You're gonna get a running start, or you're just gonna take it from here?
Oh yeah, no, I'm getting a running start.
Okay. Yeah. As soon as you cross, I'll just press go.
Alrighty. And if I fuck up now, it's my fault.
It sure is.
I'm curious, has anyone used a build aside from their own in these races, or has it mostly just been people running their own ships?
People have just been running their own so far. You're the 5th, I think we had run through.
I might actually switch to Carnivore's design if it's okay to. Ooh, fuck! Wow, that was. What on earth is happening to my?
You want to switch now, or because everyone gets one shot at it. So if you want to switch now.
You know what? Let's switch now because this is not going particularly well. I'm not sure what's happening. That's not great. Oh, and of course now I pull a great turn. Well done. You know what? If anything, I might just use the missile build that you've left to start there because
the Kestrel. The Kestrel is pretty quick. It's a tough one though.
Mm-hmm.
Just verify. We gotta just verify that one that it's good.
Whoa.
After all the optimizing to fix the red blur.
Oh boy, let's find out. What are you?
Yeah, it's under. Check the other stuff though before you had to wait, just to make sure you don't have to add anything else.
$24 of those.
8 of those. 1 of those. 5 batteries. The gyroscopes will be a wild card also.
Oh wait.
Okay, 25. Okay.
Exactly. So I just need what's that mass again? That's like a heavy block's worth. That's nothing.
Yeah, like 2 or 3.
Yeah, we'll call it 2. See how that goes.
Oh, I guess 2 more.
So it's actually more like 4. I'm not even bothering cleaning these up. I'm just going to do that after.
There you go.
Just about perfect. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm not going to bother repainting this.
You doing a warm-up lap on it?
We've got time. Why not? Oh man, the lack of strafe is going to be an interesting one for me.
Yeah, that's why this is a tough one. It's fast, but it's tough.
Oh wow, she redlines it too.
All right, I'm curious to rattle him off, Blunt. Blunt says he's got a few recommendations. I'm not sure for what yet, so we'll just let him riff and see what happens.
Woo! Okay, that's fine. You know, this is actually... Well, I was going to say this is going better. Then I hit that. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Come on. Ugh. Oh, what? There's a gap under there? Interesting. Alright, let's try this. Oh goodness, this does not handle other directions well either. That's too much for me. I'm just gonna swap to my other one.
Okay, no more swapping after that one.
Yep. Tried it, didn't like it.
Yeah, they can yield good times, but you gotta be pretty much vigilant the entire time on where you're aiming and everything.
Yeah, this is surprisingly more forgiving. So you should probably prep the timer.
All right, it's ready. You're gonna hit it now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Away. No takebacks.
Yep. Atmospheric thruster warning, huh?
Yeah, that's what's fun about that. When you get up there, you start to lose some of the G's, and the thrusters become less efficient. They actually become less efficient pretty quickly, depending on how high you get up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like even just getting to like 0.8 G's or like of atmosphere or like of gravity or whatever. When you get the high in the atmosphere, they lose a lot of power.
Huh. That's good to know. Actually, it's a lot harsher than it was in SE1.
Lap 2.
Yeah.
Oh, his Blunt's recommendations were for ships. He was just rattling off ships.
So oh,
he's got.
Well, I would have appreciated that before I committed, but maybe the next person can use them.
They're kind of a similar configuration to yours. Some of them have 6 up instead of 4 up. You can take the 5 seconds if you miss it too. So
yeah, I'll take the 5 seconds. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, it's probably wise. I think next time I'm doing this, I'm probably gonna focus on the 2 major thrust directions, same as a lot of the others have been doing.
Yeah. It'll all be track dependent too.
This is also built very early on, and so it's a little more orthodox than some of the other configurations we've seen.
This one's pretty similar to what I have for the Renegade also. It's more of a balanced kind of build.
Yeah. It's got a little bit more downwards authority, but other than that... I'm assuming my lap times aren't amazing so far.
Lap 3, 103 on the first lap, 108 on the second lap.
Oh yeah, this won't go
well. With a bonk to start the third lap.
As it goes.
Ooh.
Really, this is on me for not practicing nearly as much as I should have. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I've got like a race line video up too that kind of shows you the general race line, or just as like a tip thing. But depending on the build, you can hit it harder than I hit it. Like SplashDamage took a hairpin corner that was absolutely bananas.
I can imagine. What was Splash using?
The Fang. It's like his build. He's got like the long one. Oh, yep.
Come on.
The vertical is really useful on that one to have either vertical or really strong rear thrust. Really helps on that corner.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, and coming up on the finisher here.
Nope, you got 5 laps.
Just gotta get
2 more.
Oh, 5 laps? Oh, I thought it was. Goodness gracious. Well, shit. Okay, come on. Clearly, I've just been asleep at the wheel. Pun intended. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I almost marked down for a penalty there, but you got it. That's probably faster than the 5 seconds.
Back into place. Yeah, I don't actually know if that correction was faster than 5 seconds, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, a lot of Blunts builds are actually like pretty balanced builds. They're actually pretty good for just picking one up and going. Coming into your final lap here.
Yep.
Make it a good one. You didn't bonk the chicane at the start. Good start.
Don't jinx me. I can absolutely still fuck this up. Case in point.
No.
That's actually a decent angle on 4. And then it's down here for 5. I have no idea if that was faster than just running the regular line. I don't think it was.
Blunt's coming in with the puns here, saying the hairpin corner is a bit of a learning curve, so to speak.
Har har.
Oh, he's taking the 5. Oh, almost.
Yep. Nope.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Okay.
That's through.
Sure, why not? Well, it's through a hole technically.
Cross that line. And
Oh, are you kidding?
time.
Oh, that was truly abysmal. Here, you know what? Hold on. Just for that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Screw this.
Yeah, it was that build's
Deserved.
fault. It was that dang pesky build's fault.
Oh no, it was definitely my fault. That was just cathartic. All right. Well, good racing.
Yep. We'll have more in the future as well. So the best lap time there
what was
was
my total?
the first lap, actually. 103.45 was your top lap.
That's depressing.
And then overall time 5:53. You beat the skid boat.
Really?
Skid
That's
boat
surprising.
had Arcana raced a skid boat at 7:05.
7 minutes? Okay, well I don't feel that bad now.
He was actually showing another build that he was working on, and it actually is way faster. I was like, oh, you should have raced that one. That was tearing it up. Oh wait, there were penalties there. Actually, I guess I had 10 seconds that time, because that's right. There was a penalty on lap 2, so that adds 5 seconds.
Yeah.
To 113, and then lap 3 had a penalty, so that goes to 114. Let's see, then we had 112, 37, and then 119, 59 total, plus with the 2 penalties. So the total with the 2 penalties is 603, 59.
All right. Well, that's significantly worse. I'll definitely work on it for next time.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I got things to cook. I'll see you.
All right. Thanks for coming. All right. Well, we had 5 racers today. Is anybody else around for racing? If not, we can pick it up again tomorrow morning, or tomorrow for whatever time zone you're in. Morning for me. I don't know if Raka, if you were able to make it tonight or not, or if you want to wait for tomorrow's. Let me know. I think the small course though will be pretty fun. It'll be interesting to see if because like rolling is such a big part of like slowing down. It'll be really interesting to see if they add in gyros actually affecting roll at some point, since like roll speed has nothing to do with gyros. It's like its own independent thing, even though it's like definitely a gyroscope function. Because I know the only reason they have that is because when they first added in, when they changed the mouse control, the rolling was way overtuned, so they tuned it down. But regardless of gyroscopes, the roll's the same for everything. All right, let's go back to our little corner here. Yeah, if nobody else is around to race, we'll wrap it up. So yeah, Raka, I don't know if you're still here or not, Raka. I could do if not, we'll pick it up in 14 hours from now. 11 a.m. Pacific time. I think I can see this kind of coming to here. And then turning. Let's make sure we have this copied. Look, copy pasta. Set this guy here. Gravity align that sucker. And then that will turn. We'll take a right turn. Here. Make sure we're angled well with our corners. New grade, gravity align. When you gravity align things, it sort of like moves around you like this. That's how you can kind of like aim where your grid's gonna be pointing. Let's gravity align it and then kind of rotate to get it where you want it to. It's probably too close to the other gate. It might not even actually need to be. Might not even need that other gate. And then we need a fence here. New grid, gravity aligned. A little cattle guard action. Can't be having space cows walking onto our race course. That would be ridiculous. I'll put one here. Yeah, eventually these walls will be actual walls. Maybe we'll even lower the gates to really force people to race along the ground. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Oops, that's the wrong way. All right, just provide some visual reference of where the corners are going. And really, there should be one here, too. The more I can have the track circling back on itself, the more I can reuse the same building assets for decoration. That way you can kind of see it from multiple angles. And that'll significantly save on PCU and performance if I can have the same asset serve as track decoration twice. So that's sort of one of the goals for having it circle back on itself. And with these fences and stuff, we don't even necessarily need to have like track or like course indicators, because you'll kind of be guided like you would on a normal racetrack. Also, I'm going to say last call on racing for today if anybody wants in. If not, we will race again tomorrow. Let's give this a little try here. We don't have these back checkpoints put together. It'll spiral on the back side around here a little bit, but here's the not necessarily the start-finish line, but the start of where we have for now. I have destruction turned on. No, I do not. Okay, that's right. I didn't load this. Had it in the background while everyone was racing. Need hay bales and tires to mark the tracks. Yeah, well, we will have wheels, so I can definitely use large wheels for walls. Oh boy, oh boy. Wow, I made it through that gate. That was a kamikaze run. Come to here. And you'll hit this little hairpin thingy. Not hairpin, tight corner. And that'll loop you back around to here. I don't know what all this sound is with these, like, this parking sound that keeps going off. Widen my field of view a little bit. Welcome to Billy Bob's Farmhouse Jamboree Racetrack. Come eat your barbecue, drink a fine cold Coca-Cola, and watch our racers crash into trees. Bring the kids. Yeah, so this gives you an idea of sort of what I'm thinking for the smaller one. You never really hit top speed, maybe just for a little bit in certain areas. Otherwise, you're just maneuvering the entire time. Sort of feels like more of a racetrack. Well, not that the Smuggler's Course doesn't feel like a racetrack. I just mean it feels more like a spectator course that you could go to and actually watch. Like an actual lap circuit track. Of course, a lot of like GT racing and even F1 tracks, you can't actually see the whole race from wherever you're at. You know, it's short of being in like a NASCAR stadium that even has like the the inner track to race on, like the road course, you're probably not really going to be seeing the whole race. But it actually, you know, I think these checkpoints are actually low enough already, because we're already pretty low to the deck. Like, I keep hitting trees, so I don't think they need to be lower. This will be really interesting to see race lines on. What do you guys think of a track like this? Don't hit the gate, the fence. Yeah, hit the tree instead. Like, this one, you feel like you're really constantly racing on it because you're not ever maxing out. You're really focused on the line. Let's actually go first person. It's probably actually a really good first person track. I feel like I'm on the space bar the entire time. I mean, you can't see that, but I am. That's why I keep getting low. I don't think it needs more lift. I think it's just a matter of race and rat. Definitely yeeting some of these corners. Let's try a let's bring a smuggler on it. Let's pull one of Blunt's smugglers he recommended earlier. This would be fun in a cave. Yeah, I was thinking about a cave feature. I mean, a whole race like this in a cave would be pretty sick. Definitely would have to have damage off for that one. I'm gonna pull Blunt's highest voted build that is in the smuggler pool right now. What's the highest one you got here? Also, don't forget to vote, everybody. And if you only voted for the top pack, go back and vote for the bottom pack. There's 5 more that have voted for pack A than pack B, which is strange. Let's see, Blunt. It's got one of these you had a lot on. The Coyote. The Coyote, I think, is your highest one. Let's bring the Coyote in here for a little smuggler test. Coyote. This should be a good first person one. All right, what's the setup here? 4 up, 2 sideways. Oh, that'll be actually interesting on a course like this to try out. Let's do it. Maybe first person isn't quite as... Armor's a little too in my face. This is actually... Didn't realize how quick that spec racer is until I got in the smuggler. Ooh, it's got that giddy up though on the straight. Oh, and it holds better a little bit. Oops, that's a crash. It holds altitude better, that's for sure. I'm not holding space bar as much. But this will be viable with smugglers. Maybe not the Fang and the Kestrel, but certainly the more balanced smugglers will succeed on this course. Man, almost need to have a sound block hooked to an altimeter, so that way as you get low, it starts beeping at you to let you know, hey, you're probably going to hit a tree here, buddy. I don't know why I keep losing altitude. This thing's got 4 verts on it. Let me try to not be space barring as much. Maybe I'm using the space bar too much. I could even have this back area cut down into a cave through the this little back area. You'd use drifter. Okay, let me try the drifter. Yeah, the other ones have the 6 verts, I believe. I think the 6 verts actually would be a good smuggler configuration for this course. I don't know why I always come back to the start pad to do this. It just feels like the right staging area. All right, let's get rid of this guy. And let's bring in the drifter. Subscribe to so many of you guys as smugglers that my blueprint screen takes forever to load. Okay, it's never taken this long though. Okay, there we go. Drifter, is this 6 up? No, it's 4 up. For some reason I thought you were running 6 ups. Maybe it was the 2 sides though. Well, this is a similar, this is the same configuration as the Coyote. I think the lack of braking on this one's gonna be a detriment. We'll see. Also, let's time these laps. Why not? Got the timer going. The side is nice though. I guess you can use the sides for braking. You don't necessarily need the front thrust. Oh yeah, that starts drifting nicely. For being called the drifter, it doesn't drift. It actually stays pretty locked in. Oh man, you could really whip that if you time it right. Yeah, the strafing is nice. Well, I missed the gates a couple times, but I didn't crash. Dang, so we're looking at, with this current layout, like 30-second laps. Oops, double tap my caps lock there. You were gonna race drifter until you built Fiverr. Well, Fiverr got you the it's got you the best time right now for circuits, so almost the best lap time. Fang just carved you out. But I'll check. I'll audit everything in the recordings to make sure. I'll probably do that even just tonight, just to get official times done. Oh, who do we got? Racing the drifter.
Yeah. This one's pretty nimble.
Oh, it's blunt.
Yeah. This chat thing's like so slow. I was gonna race this one, and then I built Fiverr and decided to race that instead.
The Fiverr's got 6, doesn't it? Oh no, it's got 5 up.
No. It's got 5.
Hence the name Fiverr.
Yeah. Everybody else is building 6ers. I built a Fiverr.
Yeah, a lot of 4s and a lot of 6s for vertical.
Yeah. But this one would be agile because it's got 2 on the sides.
Yeah, it helps a lot when you're hitting these corners. Stopping that drift. And what's nice about it is it means you don't have to roll to stop your drift like you would for other more vertical ones. You can just rely on those side thrusters so you can keep your altitude better. Because that was the struggle, is you keep rotating the other builds to keep altitude, or you roll it to slow down to use your verticals as a brake, but then you lose altitude, and the next thing you know, you're hitting trees.
I told you about those trees.
You did. You mentioned something. You may have mentioned something.
I may have mentioned something because I like to like rip through the valley and there's trees and I'm like, oh shoot, too low, too low.
A small course like this though would be really fun when we have a group of racers on it also. Get pretty wild.
The funny thing about doing this in the cave is you would crash and then you wouldn't know where you were.
Oh, that's probably true. You'd have to have like
arrows.
Yeah, and a certain color of light on like one side of the cave and another on the other, just so you knew, the left side of the cave is red. Right side of the cave is green.
Forever.
I like this little small track though. Having this will be nice. Could add I want to add a vertical element somewhere in it though, just to take advantage of the fact that we're not cars, we're ships.
Yeah.
So I might either dip us into a cave or take us over and up. That's another way you get back to the finish line, is to go up high. There could be like a building with a checkpoint on top of it. That would really.
You can't build static objects, can you?
What do you mean?
The rules don't apply to, like, you could put gates in the sky kind of thing.
Oh, they have to be connected to something, unless you have them just on like thrusters. Yeah, they have to be mounted. I mean, you can yeah, so if you want one up high that's just floating, you just have to have it powered with thrust so it stays there. But then as people bump it, it'll move unless you have it heavy enough to where it is only going to move slightly. But yeah, so having like a tall building to race over the top of would be the solution to that. Build like a little skyscraper, kind of, not a skyscraper, but just like a, I don't know, an 8-story building, something enough just to get you off the ground a little bit. But I could also just take these gates and just raise them up. Like I could make any of these gates, instead of going down, you go up over the top of it and there's a square above it.
Yeah.
I think just using the different verticalities is what makes sort of this kind of racing unique, that beats it over like a car racing game. So just incorporating those in some ways is useful. I realized that I was kind of talking live, but you're probably watching the stream, so everything's coming in really delayed.
No. Wow, that's why I jumped into Discord. There's a big delay between typing into the channel, the stream. Yeah, there's a bunch of canyons around the Gulch that are pretty cool. There's one like right beside the canes that are it's really smooth. It's a curve. It looks like a good run.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go up the side of a mountain basically, and you could probably just hairpin at the top and then come back down. You have to make a slalom kind of like this. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool, just like I explored around quite a bit looking for different canyons and things. There's a lot of different ones to choose from. And it's just a matter of figuring out. It's like some of them were like they look cool when you're flying around like in spectator camera, and then you get in the ship and you're like, oh, this canyon is pretty big and pretty long, and you're just sort of flying at max speed the whole time. So it's like, all right, well, for flying max speed, where can I add in like a part where the track goes off course in order to change speeds and stuff.
Well, I thought it was really cool how you found the Smuggler's Gulch and envisioned the course there, like hairpin and all of that stuff. That's really interesting.
It gave me what it reminded me of when I found that was the in the Tatooine pod race scene. There's that access ramp that Anakin jumps off of. It reminded me of that when I first found it. You know what I'm talking about? Pod racing.
I don't remember it.
Tatooine. I think it was just like a service ramp or something. It's when he launches off. I'm trying to find a picture of it.
I am going to check out that Star Wars Racer when it comes out, Galactic Racer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know it looks like it's on rails, but I mean, it looks like it's going to give you the impression of real speed.
How does it not pop up when I just search for pod racing jump ramp Tatooine? No, there's like barely anything that shows up. That's weird. Do I have like a filter on or something? No? Huh. But yeah, there's like a scene where he gets forced off. It's like when it's like they're in the canyon and he gets forced onto like a service ramp thing, and he goes flying way up, and like Sabolo pushes him onto it, and he goes up the ramp and like above the canyon and like gets air and has to like land down without like crashing his pod racer.
Sabolo. Voodoo.
I'm not crazy. It's a thing. All right. Well, if nobody else is ready to race, I guess we'll call this day one event. We'll come to a close, and we'll do some more racing tomorrow. The stream is scheduled, so just check the live streams on the channel, 11 a.m. Pacific time. I know there's some people that couldn't do this one that'll probably hit that one, and if not, then I guess we're gonna know who the winners of our race event are. So gotta see if someone steps up and challenges these top times. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap the stream up here. Got any color commentary to add, Blunt, since you're in here?
It was a lot of fun. I kind of expected more people, but it is kind of an odd time to race, I guess, for folks.
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna try and be here tomorrow. Just to watch.
If I mean, if nobody's around, I mean, we got your time clocked already, but if you want to do one just for fun, you can always do one just for fun. It is.
Oh yeah.
It is racing anyway. We got your other one recorded, but so it would just be, we could time it and everything, but it wouldn't be an official lap. It'd just be a for fun lap, or if you got another build you want to try to mess with or something like that. Yeah. But yeah. So if anybody's here tomorrow and you already raced today and you just want to race for fun tomorrow, we can do it just for fun. It's a racing league after all, so why not get a few circuits in? But otherwise, priority will go if somebody's here and wants to race and hasn't done it. We'll give them priority. But as you can see, we had some downtime today to get some more laps in. So I just want to race, man.
No doubt, we got to see a time trial for you.
Yeah, I need somebody to record the timer. I'm really bad at hitting the time. I can run 5 laps at 45 seconds with the Renegade pretty easily. I don't think I can break. If I get a really clean lap, maybe I can hit 44, but I'd be really risking it. But I know I can hit 45s with it. But the record now is, what Splash get? 42.58. Yeah, and yours was 43.54. I don't think the Renegade can run that fast, but I know I can get a clean. I know you had a bad lap 4. You had a 57-second lap 4. So if I run clean 45s, I could beat your circuit time for sure.
If I had just angled better, I would not have slid out of the lane. Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah.
You're just watching it happen, going, no.
Yeah, and I think as we get more courses too, one of the things I'd like to do on these is like getting laps on multiple tracks, so we can have people kind of racing across multiple tracks and set in time. So like you can load up one track, race, then get the other track loaded up in the back end. Somebody else can do a race, then come back on and do the second course or whatever. So we'll figure out. This is the first time we did something like this, so we're just kind of learning and figuring out ways to optimize and stuff. And I'm always open to ideas if anybody's got ideas for ways to improve it or anything. So, and hopefully, and well, not hopefully, one day we will have multiplayer, and then it'll even be better.
Yeah.
Then we can just run lap after lap.
Too. See what your best time of 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, like you get The one thing we were, SplashDamage and I were talking a bit before. I was kind of telling them something I was considering having eventually is. I didn't declare it for the rules for this one, so I didn't want to like spring it on everybody last minute, but like doing something where you can choose to run again, but it deletes your first time. So like if you wanted to run again, you can do that, but you have to take the second time. So it's like you just erase the first one and go again. So like if you had an okay one, but maybe you think you can do better, you could run it again. But if you did worse, you're stuck with that because that new run is now your time. So we can always mess around with stuff like that too, where it's kind of a gambling thing where but then if you have like a really bad run, you can be like, well, I can definitely do better than that. Then you can take your mulligan, like everybody gets one mulligan or something like that, but it overwrites their time, or everyone gets 2 shots and we'll do it again. I initially had scheduled, I wasn't sure, the thing I didn't know about was how busy it was going to be or not. I didn't know if a bunch of people were going to pop in. And we'll find out tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow's a better time. So we're kind of optimizing the best times. Like maybe this time slot's not the best. So we'll find out tomorrow.
I mean, that's hit or miss. Some people are night owls too, right? Like,
yeah.
Right now you've got the crew that wants to come in during the day tomorrow. So.
Yeah.
But
yes, we'll see how busy it is tomorrow. But then the next time trial, we'll set it up to where it's, if it seems like people can run multiple runs, we can do something like you said, best out of 3 or something like that. I just didn't know how many people we were going to have or how busy it was going to be or how long the verification was going to take or anything. So we're learning, but I appreciate everybody sticking out with it.
Oh yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Like I said, I love building for these things, and yeah, it's cool.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. I will catch you guys later. See you guys tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. Don't forget to go and vote. Voting closes at the beginning of the next stream for the community votes. So go vote in that smuggler poll and get your votes in for who you think's the coolest build. Doesn't matter what the metric is. Just whatever you think is cool. Go and vote for that. But yeah. Thanks everybody for hanging out and for our racers today. You guys have a wonderful day. Godspeed, engineers.